Hello everybody, my name is Chillcats and welcome back to another exciting continuation of the Hytale series that at this point I'm going to be starting because like I said, I really like this game. It's kind of sucking me in and it's bringing me back quite a while back to the early days of when I used to play Minecraft pretty much every day. So welcome back. Hey, what's up, Metin? Welcome back. So big news, everybody. So apparently yesterday, or maybe it was a couple days ago or something, they dropped update 1, which is kind of crazy considering the game is only like, what, 4 or 5 days old now? And they've already added a update number 1. It's not huge, but it does add in some new things. It also adds quality of life improvements, as well as a couple other things. It's very nice. Not gigantic, and unfortunately we won't be able to see a lot of it unless, we can see what they added. Essentially, update 1 added dinosaurs and stuff to the underground biome that you can find in the scorched area, which is somewhere around here. We'll have to find it, but I was kind of blown away with how fast they got that update out. But then once I learned about that, I started doing a little digging. So apparently the developers of this game have also allowed the community access to the very same development tools that they are using themselves to update and make the game. It will take Minecraft. yeah, it will take Minecraft. Yeah, so the developers are using these same tools that they gave the community access to. So technically, this is what I thought. Technically, if at any time Hytale development, official development from the developers themselves, at all hypothetically ceases for any reason, because they gave the tools out that the devs are using, the identical tool set, the community could technically keep the game alive with their own updates indefinitely. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool in my opinion. Actually, the thing with Minecraft updates is it takes a while. It takes a while for a Minecraft update to come out. I don't know about you, but what I've noticed is they used to come out a little more frequently, but nowadays it just takes a while for major ones to come out. But they did this lickety split, which is pretty cool. You see, like 2 nights ago, I discovered that underground biome for the first time, completely barren and empty. The next morning, I wake up, boot up the game, there's an update, go back to the biome, and it's filled with dinosaurs. And I'm like, holy crap. Either they were working on it beforehand, or they just put their head to the grindstone and really, really worked hard to get that first update out as soon as possible. But I was kind of blown away with how absolutely fast they put that update out. I was astonished, honestly, because I know for a fact Minecraft does not put out updates that quickly. They do update the game, yes, and they'll add big updates and stuff like that, but it takes them a while to make them. And something that should, I also did some organization here. Now I got chests for dedicated specific things, but something to note is that it takes a while for Minecraft to put out updates. They put this update out real quick. And hold on a second, I'm trying to remember. Oh yeah. Something to note is both these games are running on Java. And from my understanding, they're both running on the Java engine, similar to Minecraft. But the big difference is here, they put this update out quick versus Minecraft, which takes them a while to put out the updates, but they're both working with the same tool sets on Java. So I don't know, I was kind of curious why it takes Minecraft so long to update the game. Yeah, oh yeah, I know there. Yeah, I know people are, so they're actually, we are going to be discussing the modding capabilities of this game on this live stream as well. So why don't we get into that? So firstly, I'd like to say that when the game first launched, it launched with 80 plus mods on day 1. 4 days pass, and now the page where you get it, CurseForge, is up to 1,200 plus mods. Holy cow, people are quick to make mods. So day 1 had 80 mods, day 4, 1,200. Craftformers, oh, that's cool. Craftformers Prime, that's cool. That's really neat. Craftformers, I'm guessing that's the Transformers mod. But I was just astonished how quickly the modders of this game jumped on and just started outputting mod after mod after mod after mod. It was kind of crazy, honestly. Although I'm not surprised, because from my understanding, modding this game is a little more fine-tuned and a bit less difficult than Minecraft. That being, I think they built in an asset editor and other things like that let you just directly edit the characters, make your own and stuff within the game itself. Yeah, gotcha. I can look into it. I own the Java edition, so I can totally look into it. I'm familiar with modding both the games, this game and Minecraft. I will say, though, there was a time when modding Minecraft was extremely difficult to do. I'm not sure if you know that, Metin, but a long time ago when Minecraft was in its earlier stages, modding Minecraft wasn't necessarily supported by Notch and the Mojang team. So they had a file called meta-inf, which was essentially a file you had to delete every single time you wanted to modify Minecraft. I believe the intent of that file was to prevent modding or something, but essentially all you had to delete it, and then you had to mod. You can mod when you deleted it, but it was a little more complicated than that. There were a few more steps involved. It wasn't just dragging and dropping folders and files. It used to be a little more complicated even to get the most basic mod running on your Minecraft game. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, Minecraft used to be a little more trickier to mod. And about halfway through its development, there was actually a website called Skydaz Minecraft Mods. And you know what made that website incredible? Skydaz Minecraft Mods, essentially what he did was he took existing Minecraft mods and he bundled them into his own custom-made installers that you could download from his website. All you had to do was download it, drag and drop it onto your desktop, double-click the exe, and it would automatically install Minecraft. Or no, it would automatically install the mod, including the prerequisites like fabric and all those other things you need to run certain mods. It did that automatically. And it was like that for a while, and holy crap, I love that website and used it excessively for Minecraft modding. But eventually it just sort of disappeared into obscurity. I don't know what happened. I tried to look into what happened to it, but it just isn't a thing anymore, and it is very upsetting. Let's see here. Try and prevent modding a game that nowadays... Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, at this point, you release any video game, and odds are someone somewhere is going to attempt to modify it in some way to some degree or another. So I think releasing a game at this point, if you don't want it modded, you would have to implement like code and stuff like that to actually prevent manual modding of files. Because mods can also introduce cheats as well. That's another thing. You can actually download modified Minecraft clients that have pre-built-in cheats like wall hacks, aim hacks, stuff like that. I tried it at one point. They're essentially custom Minecraft clients, but they're running a bunch of inbuilt cheats. It was pretty interesting. I tried one or two of them a long time ago. And it essentially was bundled with aim hacks, wall hacks, x-ray, and all of that built into the custom Minecraft launcher client that you could get. It was interesting. I tried it on a server a long time ago. I tried the commands. They didn't work. But the thing is, since it was trying to do the commands, the people who ran the server, the moderators, admins, the owner, all of them, they could see the codes being run. And then they would approach me and ask, what are you trying to do? And so they obviously saw that my client was trying to run these mods that require the correct permissions to use. So it was pretty interesting. But yeah, Minecraft modding is pretty incredible. But the thing is, modding with this game seems to have taken off to an extreme amount. The fact that on day 1 there was only 80, and now we're day 5 now, I think, since release day, and there's 1,200 plus. That tells you how quickly people are jumping on modifying the game. And so like I said in the first live stream, I bought a server. I rented a temporary server to try some things out and to learn more about server maintenance, setup, all of that. And I did some looking around and stuff. And now Squidward, yeah. Oh yeah, Squidward, yeah. I did some looking around, and some benefits to owning a Hytale server. One, all of the plugins most of them, if not all of them I've used so far, come with their own user interfaces. So instead of having to manually type in commands, all you have to do is type in one command and it pulls up an entire user interface system that lets you just press buttons and do it all real fast instead of manual command typing. For me, that's a big plus, because a long time ago, I would struggle to type command. It was crazy. It really was. And then after that, I took a look into the permission system to write permissions like you would usually do for a Minecraft server. And I discovered another positive. Not only are the permission files laid out pretty much identically to Minecraft server permission files, but there's also admin plugins that you can install to your Hytale server that essentially eliminate the need to go in and manually modify your permissions with text editing. Because again, it includes a user interface where all you do is type in admin UI/admin UI/UI, something like that. And it pulls up the admin UI permission system where you can just type in the permission name, add it to group. I'll show you nearing the end of the stream, because I would like to show off a few of them in this stream, and then we can discuss more about server setup and stuff like that in the third stream like I have planned. But I would like to show you what I mean by the differences in I don't know, just how much easily accessible these sort of functions are versus Minecraft. Whereas the experience I've had with Minecraft server setup and stuff like that, a lot of things you need to do manually. You need to edit permission files manually using text editors. There's very little in terms of user interfaces. Most things are manually done. This has a user interface for pretty much everything. And that in itself is a big relief for me because it makes managing a server so much simpler. I'd say many of them are the equivalent of qualitative updates, making the experience much more smooth, easy to access. Yes, definitely. I just like it that now there's user interfaces for admin functionality, permission writing, all sorts of stuff like that. I really like that because I don't miss having to struggle with syntax errors and manually writing the permission files myself. No, that was painful and really difficult to do and took forever and would be very frustrating quite frequently. Let's see here. I watched Over the Garden Wall today. Oh yeah, no, Over the Garden Wall is really great. It's a really good one. Watching it during November and October, that's the best time to watch it, during the fall seasons. I really like Over the Garden Wall. I really do. I think my favorite character from that has to be those pumpkin people, specifically because they're not necessarily scary, but they're also very mysterious because they're people and they're pumpkins, but they're not actual people. I don't know how to describe them. It's been a while since I've watched the show miniseries, but I don't know. I was fascinated by those pumpkin characters and remember, yes, I do remember the beast. Yeah, they were all afraid of the beast. Yes. And I remember the lamp oil where I think the guy that was living in that one, like, I think it was a watermill house or something. He needed lamp oil to keep the light on to prevent, like, I think it was the beast or something like that. Darkness related something. And the lamp oil was important because it kept, I think, the darkness away or the beast. I don't remember the details. It's been a while. But yeah, I do remember a lot of Over the Garden Wall. I really liked it. It was, oh my God. Okay. So for me, the most emotionally sad part was when we were watching his brother get engulfed with vines and almost die. Like, there was a scene where he was looking at it, he was talking to his brother and his brother was getting covered in vines and slowly fading away. For me, that was super emotional and hard to watch because I liked the character, and to see this happen to him broke my heart. So yeah, for me, that was probably the most emotional section, was just watching his brother slowly fade away in the vines. Oh my, yeah. Definitely. For me, that was the most emotional section of the entire miniseries, was watching that happen to his brother. It was very hard to watch. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, but that's a great miniseries. It's very old. It's been quite a while since they made it, but I liked it. And I actually discovered a while back that it was actually created because another like independent YouTuber, they made a pilot animation for it, and it was then picked up by Cartoon Network. But there was a time when it didn't have anything, but they noticed, they saw the pilot animation, and I guess they approached the original creator of that animation, and they asked them if they'd like to turn it into a series. So it used to be, I think the pilot episode's actually available to freely watch on YouTube, which is pretty neat. It's based off of a pilot episode. Yeah. Woods. Yeah. Yes, I do remember the Woodsman. Yes. How much would I rate what? Over the Garden Wall or this game? Let me take a sip of water here. Speaking of water, I have a plentiful supply of water this time. I have a full cup, a full like nice drinking glass cup thing of ice water, and 2 seltzers, a sugar-free Canada Dry, and a sugar-free, or not really sugar-free, but a healthier soda option, a Spindrift. So I got plenty of liquids this time, and I won't have a sore throat, I hope, considering how much liquids I have to keep my throat moistened with all the talking I do on these live streams specifically. Over the Garden Wall, I'd say it's a 10 out of 10, bro. Oh my gosh, I just spilled a little water. The reason I say it's a 10 out of 10 is because the story itself is extremely original. The characters are original. The idea's original. The entire thing just bleeds originality. Like, when you watch it for the first time, like, it's like you've never seen something like that before. The ideas, the characters, the story, it's all just bleeds originality so heavily. And I know a lot of shows do that, but nowadays it's hard for a show to take off just as well as Over the Garden Wall did, Amazing World of Gumball, Adventure Time. It's becoming less and less frequent that we get these serialized cartoon series that end up taking off and getting multi-seasons. Really it is, because it seems like nowadays there's not many huge series that have a huge serialized multi-season system. I'd say the last one that's currently going on, as far as I know, and it's kind of crazy because it actually, I think, has the most episodes of any show created by the DC Network. Teen Titans Go. I have heard that they currently hold the record for the most episodes produced by, I think it was the DC company or something like that. They have a bunch of episodes, like, I think like what, 300 or so. So that's currently their longest running show right now on the network is that show. Remember credits and show you brothers like shadow of them. I don't quite remember. Yeah. Even to this day, yeah, the show is still going on, which is insane because I remember being super young and watching the promotional materials on the television when they were first promoting the premiere of that series. Like genuinely. So it's kind of crazy it's still going today. Oh yeah, Gumball is back. They brought it back, but it's on Hulu exclusively called The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball. It is a Hulu exclusive now. I think I messed something up here. Or maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. Maybe I Oh dear. Yeah. No! I messed up the staircase! Okay, well, I'll just do that instead. Or this. It looks ugly, I know, but it's not supposed to look nice. It's functional, not aesthetically pleasing. But I'm collecting resources right now, a whole bunch, and I'm working on my quarry as well. Because I want a bunch of stone for building stuff. Fionna and Cake, but yeah, they're not on Cartoon Network. That is a HBO Max streaming exclusive show. Yes. But definitely. It's kind of, you know, honestly, I'm curious about watching The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball. One, because I grew up obsessively watching The Amazing World of Gumball, and I know quite a lot about it. I know quite a lot about it. My favorite part of that entire series was when we finally got to see what was underneath Penny's shell. Genuinely, I remember them promoting that episode as like a huge big reveal of what was under Penny's shell. And the promotional commercials they would put out for it, they were trying to portray it as like a huge big reveal. And honestly, it was, because for quite a while, no one knew what was under her shell. And then they start putting out promo material teasing as what's under her shell. And as it turns out, she's like this big mythical changing creature. I thought it was a pretty neat thing. Yeah, I clearly screwed something up here. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. It looks wider from up here, but I don't think I did. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, yeah. No, I definitely loused something up here. Oh, my gosh. I'm going to have to off-stream fix all this, definitely. Come back and just completely fix the staircase system, because clearly I did something wrong here, and the stairs are not where they should be in terms of setup. Yeah. Penny to me was good in the, yeah, actually no, the original series, I liked her character Penny. And then when they revealed what was under her shell, she was a completely different character. What I thought was cool though is after the big shell reveal, after that episode, future episodes, she's just started becoming like a different character. She was her true form, her true self. But in the first few seasons, she was in the shell. But in later seasons, she's a completely different character after the shell reveal episode, which I thought was neat. That's character development. Okay, clearly. Yeah. What did I do? Oh, dear. I clearly did something wrong here. Okay, well, I think I have enough stone. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's a decent amount of stone, but for some reason, it shrank. It shrank. I gotta fix that. Oh my gosh, that's gonna take some time to fix, but let's keep moving on. Yeah, but the modding support for this game is amazing. I absolutely love it. Nearing the end of the stream, I'll be joining that temporary server I rented. It's currently whitelisted just because I use it more for experimentation, playing around, and brewing ideas and stuff for the future. But I have a few mods installed on there. Here's one big piece of information I think you will love to hear, Metin Hasich. So first, let me ask you, Metin, when you join a modded Minecraft server, do you have to first manually install and work with all the mods yourself before you can join said modded Minecraft server? Yes or no? I just like to know, I'm asking you, because as far as I remember, when you join a modded Minecraft server, you first have to do the work to manually install, acquire, and set up the mods yourself before you can even join the server. I'm not sure if it's still that way, but from what I remember, it was like that. That's what I remember it being like that. Like you couldn't join any modded servers unless you're either running the mod packs or running the mods at all. You just can't join them until you have the mods running. Is it still like that? If it is, then you're gonna love the information I'm about to lay on you. Because when I discovered this information, I was like, holy cow. Oh, it's all good, it's all good. Well, let me tell you what I discovered. So just as I said, if you want to join a modded Minecraft server, you need to do all that stuff yourself manually first before you can even join. Well, you'll be happy to hear that what I discovered about Hytale kind of blew my mind. And that is, you can join any Hytale server and it automatically installs and sets up any mods on that server, which I thought was incredible. Like, genuinely, I was blown away. One, because no more having to do it yourself. And two, it's all automatic. All you do is click join and a loading bar installs and sets it all up automatically. And boom, you're in the server no matter what mods it's running. I was just like, holy cow. Are you kidding me? I don't have to do any of that myself. I don't have to. It does it all for me. Oh my gosh. What do those emojis mean? You're confusing me, but no, I just thought that was an incredible feature that you don't have to do anything yourself. It does it all for you. That alone takes a big hassle out of just playing on any modded server in general. I was quite happy about that. I was over the moon, actually. Really, I was. I really like it when games do stuff like that, where it just auto installs everything. Gary's mod actually does something similar. Yeah. You're flip. Well, it definitely is some really nice news, just because I know for a fact in Minecraft still currently, you need to do all the modding yourself before you can even touch a modded Minecraft server, because you need to have it all set up yourself before it'll even let you join in. But this blew my mind when I just joined immediately and didn't have to install any mods myself. It just did it all for me. I was like, holy cow, that's a big change. I was happy. I was genuinely super, super happy. I'm gonna put logs in here just so I have sufficient burning material in there, and then I'm gonna sleep, and then from there we're gonna go explore. I think I picked up some copper. Silly me, I think I picked some up. We can smelt that. I'm gonna grab the logs that I have in this chest right here. I have a lot of logs right now. I did some tree chopping as well, so I'm gonna put that in here and smelt that so we can make ourselves some copper tools, because that's the first tier of tools you can make is copper tools, which is nice. But definitely the modding potential of this game is insane. It really is. Like, genuinely, the modding potential is insane. Another interesting thing I discovered, if you go into the server jar file, the server jar or the server file setup files for any dedicated server or any Hytale server in general, you'll notice that there's a pre-existing mod folder, and within that pre-existing mod folder is a bunch of pre-installed mods. Why are there pre-installed mods? Well, as it turns out, a lot of the mechanics like vaulting, health bars, RPG attacks, all of that are also individual mods. So you could technically, because of that, go in and delete certain aspects manually and they won't exist there anymore. So you can essentially make it whatever you want it to be at this point. Because when I discovered that every mechanic in the game was connected to a pre-installed mod file, I was like, oh my goodness. What? But a common HBO Max, they put a video of Fionna and Cake, bro. 50. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's really awesome. It's always cool when that happens. Okay, I'm gonna let that smelt all the way. Can I go to sleep yet? It's dark. I don't like the darkness. Can I sleep yet? I also discovered some nice mods that can make this gameplay similar to Minecraft. The main one I saw basically added a new type of zombie. It's essentially undead warriors. They're not the skeletons. They look more like zombies, but what makes it identical to Minecraft is that these undead warriors spawn at night in the basic biomes randomly. They're not selectively spawn. They just spawn at night always, just like in Minecraft. So I thought that was really cool. You said in comment we need a dead. Oh, that would be cool. Hey, that's actually, no wonder you got 52 likes. No wonder you got 52 likes. That would genuinely, no wonder you got that, because I'm sure you're not the only person who would like to see that. Yeah. Yeah, well, hey, of course, because I'm sure you're not the only person who would like to see that, man. Genuinely, because that would be pretty cool. Deadpool works with swords. Deadpool's an anti-hero, but Deadpool has also saved people. Fionna does the same thing, although she's exclusively a hero. They fight with swords. They go on adventures. So that would honestly, I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised, and I honestly think you're not the only person who has the same sentiment. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, man. That's really awesome, actually. I'm gonna make better tools now, because I don't like these current tools at all. I would much prefer copper tools right now. I mean, these tools are okay, but they're super slow. Copper tools go a bit faster than stone tools. So now I'm gonna quickly store away the almost broken stone tools in my trash tool chest. I have a bunch of broken ones in here as well as almost used ones and stuff like that. I'm probably gonna end up installing a mod that just lets me straight up trash broken tools, because as far as I know, you can only repair tools with repair kits, and you can use those repair kits on any sort of tool or weapon or piece of armor. So technically, You could use a repair kit to repair the crew pickaxe, which is a big waste of a repair kit, honestly, considering the crew pickaxe is extremely easy to make in general. So at this point, I would just install a mod that adds like a trash can here where I can just drag and drop useless items and get rid of them permanently without them cluttering up my chests, like excessively, as you're seeing. So I'd like that a lot. So I'm going to carry, I'll go back here. I'm going to switch over to, I'll take that one, and that one. I'm going to carry 3 of these, broken. Bro, I'll take that one, broken. Wow. Okay. I'll stick with those though. Okay. I'm going to put the wood staircase away because I'm done in the quarry. Excellent. We should go explore a cave. And for that, we should probably make a weapon. I would like to make armor, but I think the first tier of armor unit, let's go take a look actually. Let's see here. I think there's a way to make an armor. Let's see. Armorer's workbench. There it is. No, wait. Blacksmith's ammo. That's weaponry. Do I already have the black? No, I don't think I do. So, okay. What else can we make here? I would like to make an armorer's workbench, I guess. Oh, there it is. Armorer's workbench. And then I'll also make the blacksmithing table. Those are the 2 things you can use to make armor and weapons. Aside from the basic weapons you see here in this crafting menu here. So let's go put those down. I like my house. A new subscriber to the channel helped me make it look nice. And I can't thank them enough. Okay, so here's the weapons we have to work with here. First, we got our copper armor. Not too hard to make. We just need to find a lot more copper. We have a bunch of plant fiber, so we can make a full set of copper armor in an instant. We just need more copper. That is not hard to find. It's literally almost everywhere in the game. It's the most plentiful ore in the game so far that I've seen. Oh, copper shield. I think I'll skip the copper shield. I'm gonna go put the current copper. Oh, you know what I should do? Just because, let me see here. I'm gonna grab one of these wood things here, and I'd like to make one more chest. What I'm gonna do is put a chest next to the armor stand and the weapon chest in the weapon stand, and I'm gonna put all my smelted ready-to-use ores in there alongside the plant fibers. Anything I need to make those armor pieces, I'm gonna put the required resources in a chest directly next to it to make it much easier. Cake would, you don't know what would she do with that? Yeah, no, I don't know. I think Cake would really like Deadpool, honestly. Most definitely. Let's see. Oh, I think I missed a message from Dan. Just replave those stone blocks with wood blocks. Just replace those stone blocks with wood blocks. Stone blocks with... if you're still watching, Dan, which blocks are you talking about, Dan? If you are, I mean, if you're not watching, that's okay too. But if you are still watching, I missed your message. My apologies. But I tried to see it. Replace stone blocks with wood blocks. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, if you're still here, go ahead and explain to me what you meant. I missed it. My apologies. Okay, so that's there. Excellent. I'm going to go get copper now. No, yeah, I mean... You know how Cake is. You know how Cake is. Cake falls in love with the most dreamiest of dreamboat anti-hero, superhero. She just falls in love with people. Like that's her whole personality, is falling in love with people. I mean, wouldn't you agree, Metin? Cake is, well, falls in love with characters pretty quickly. Right? Yeah, right now it's Mcron, yes. So let's look for a cave nearby. Oh, I should also make torches. I'm gonna go make torches real quick. I need to make a bunch of those, actually. If I'm gonna go caving to find ores, I need to bring a boatload of torches. So let's make that shit right now. I need tree sap. Oh, I have a bunch of that up in the organized chest. Like I said in the last live stream, I want to get really organized in this game. So I'm gonna work heavily to make sure every chest has dedicated items only, instead of, you know, just miscellaneously tossing every item into a chest unorganized. Because I do like having organized chests. It makes things substantially easier. Oh, plant fibers as well. I'm gonna make a bunch of these. Okay, that'll do. That is a sufficient amount of torches. Wouldn't you say that's a sufficient amount of torches, Metin? Like, genuinely. Maybe a little excessive amount, but you know what? Better safe than sorry. We don't want to run out of torches while inside a dangerous cave. I should probably also bring a weapon too. I can't make a better weapon. Imagine you don't know she's funny. Yeah, she is pretty funny, definitely. I should make a better weapon though. Let's see here. I gotta make a crude sword as well. I think I already have one up in the chest, though, that I stored away, perhaps. Yes, I did. So I'm gonna carry that on me to defend myself from any cave crawly creatures. Let's head on down here and look for the nearest cave. Let's see here. There's a ruin structure over here. We just gotta find... That looks like a cave system right there in that direction. Judging by how it looks, that could be an entrance to a cave. Speaking of caves, the caves in this game are ridiculously vast, massive, and... maze-like. You will get lost in the caves extremely quickly and easily if you do not either leave a trail of breadcrumbs or know where you're going. Because let me tell you, the cave systems are excessively long, vast, and maze-like to such a degree that I have gotten lost several times in one cave alone. What is this? Yeah, you never had, oh, gotcha. What is this? Oh, hello. Oh, wow. Hi, bud. Can I talk to you? No. So I think in the server I was playing with my friend, he discovered the same character. This character lives like a king in his hobbit hole here. I call it a hobbit hole. It's actually just called a hidey hole for the character, but they live like kings here. So let me show you around his luxurious home. So he's got these 2 upper floors. If we go down this way, oh, it's caved in. Oh, buddy. Okay. All right. Let me go check the other side. I guess I can help him with that just so I can access the rest. Let's look around. There's stuff to loot in these houses. Oh, he's also got a basement. Let me show you his basement. Dude, this guy lives like a king down here. Look at all of this. Look at all the stuff this guy has. And he also has loot. Let's just take all that. I don't know if it'll anger him or not. When did I get hurt? I guess he wasn't paying attention to my health. What else we got here? Okay. I'm not going to take any of his... I just want to loot the chest. I'd rather leave his beautiful house intact. I mean, I know most people would be tempted to just straight up loot the entire house, but I'll just take the chest stuff and leave. Oh, that... Wait a minute. Okay, I might take that, actually. Yeah, iron... Okay, yeah, no, I'm taking that. Sorry, bud. If I come across your iron bars, I'm going to take them. That's literally the only thing I will take is his collection of iron bars. Like, honestly, let's see what I got. Oh, good. Iron ores. Okay, excellent, excellent. I could use that health potion right now. Genuinely, I am suffering. Gulp, 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 gulp. Awesome. Let me take a sip of water here. Oh, I love water. You complain like a child that you never had the Transformer. Hey, that's all good. That's all good. The Transformer, you mean Transformers? You see your dream comment. Oh, let me take here. Wait, let me. Sorry, I'm doing multiple things at once, playing the game, planning as well as looking. So let me quickly look at the chat real quick. Let's see, well, imagine she'd, okay. Yeah, too many torches. I complain like a child, had never. Oh, are you talking about a dream you had? Or is that what you mean, complain like a child in your dream? Are you talking about that dream? Is that referring to the dream you had? If, okay, so when you say you complain like a child never had a Transformer, so you're talking about your dream. Transformers comment. Okay, all right. Is that a previous one? Or is it the one you said about complaining that you didn't have the Transformers collection? So I'm a bit confused. I'm trying to keep up with your chat as best I can. But if you can retype it, and I'll make sure to read it immediately. But just keep me up to speed if you can. I'm doing multiple things at once. Okay, that's all looted. So next, I think I'll help clear his room over here and see what other treasures he got. Oh, there has been a lot of... Yeah, definitely. When I was a kid, what I really wanted was a bunch of Nerf guns. I was a big fan of Nerf guns and N-Strike. I, at one point, had what is currently an extremely expensive Nerf collectible. It was called the Nerf Vulcan. And I think if you go on eBay right now, it's going for around, I think, 150, 200, maybe even 350 bucks. One, because they haven't made them and they won't make them ever again. It's a collectible. They're out of production and it's been that way for a decade now. And 2, because of the unique feature they built into it. So essentially, it was a Vulcan, a giant Vulcan Nerf gun. But what I loved about it was that it was a chain belt-fed Nerf gun. So essentially, you had a plastic belt that you could fill each one with Nerf darts, and then you manually fed that belt into the Vulcan. It was also battery powered, so the Vulcan could also pull the belt in itself, or you could manually feed it yourself too. But holy cow, did I love my Nerf Vulcan a bunch. And then my second favorite was the Nerf N-Strike long shot. The long shot was fun because it was literally a sniper rifle, a Nerf sniper rifle, and it was amazing. Yeah, no, I was kind of a big Nerf fan a long time ago. I owned a bunch of Nerf guns. Yeah, kids in the neighborhood, we used to play water guns. Oh, really? Water guns? That's cool. I liked Nerf guns because at the time, one, I wasn't allowed to buy airsoft guns. They had an age restriction on them because they're airsoft guns. And 2, airsoft guns hurt if you're not used to being shot with pellets. Because the airsoft guns shoot little plastic BBs. They don't make you bleed, but they hurt. They leave little welt bruises for a short period of time because they shoot faster and hit harder than a Nerf dart. I was fascinated by those the BB type guns. I really liked them. And what's interesting about those is that they use 2002. They use the Nerf guns are from the 2000 and 2010s. Yes, they are, but they're still making them today as well. BB guns are still a thing. They're everywhere at this point. You can probably buy them on the internet and in certain stores. There's different types of BB guns. Each one is rated at a different FPS value. FPS meaning feet per second. So depending on the feet per second of the pellet guns are different. Of the BB gun, depending on the FPS value rated in the gun is how hard it would shoot that BB out the barrel and at a target. The highest one I ever owned was around, I think, 600, 750 FPS. But my brother at one point, he owned a BB gun sniper rifle. And the FPS of that rifle was well over 1,000. So it hurt to get hit by. Small. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm sure of it. China makes a bunch of cool things. They really, like, you can get a lot of things from there. Quite a lot of things. So I'm not surprised, but that is pretty cool. But I always wanted a super high FPS BB gun. Most of the inexpensive, let me take another sip here. Oh my goodness. Most of the inexpensive BB guns are made of plastic and identical to Nerf guns, but they shoot BBs instead of Nerf darts. They shoot BBs, but they're mostly plastic molded. Whereas you can get a more expensive version of BB guns that uses solid metal parts. You want Transformer? That's cool. Transformers is, let me take another sip of water here. I gotta make sure I'm regularly sipping water not to dry my throat out. So what's pretty cool, actually, I was browsing my Instagram feed and I came across an Instagram reel that was basically, it was a scene from, I think it was Transformers Apocalypse or Revenge of the Fallen. It showed off a Transformer on the Decepticon side called Devastator. And what it was saying is essentially when the creators were trying to render and animate and create the Devastator model for the movie, and I don't know if it's true or not, but what I saw was that essentially it was pointing out that as they were rendering the scene with Devastator, the computer actually slowly started to lose performance and eventually completely failed. It was that complex of a 3D render and model that as they made it, the computer started to slowly degrade performance until it just straight up died. How insane is that? How insane is that they were making a model so complicated that it straight up killed the computers that were made to make it. So it's pretty interesting. Okay, I think we've cleared up most of this. There's nothing down here though. It's just a stupid library. Oh well, you're welcome, mister. I cleared your library, but you know, actually, I think I'll take his potions too. He had a few lying around, so I think I'll take the, what is this? Is this a spell book or just a Air Grimoire? Is this a, okay, it's just a decoration. I thought it was some sort of spell book. Okay, let's look around a little bit more. I'm pretty sure he has a hidden room behind a shrub. At least maybe there's a different layout each time you find it, but I don't know. The layout I found in the server with my friend, he had a hidden room with a shrub, and you just had to walk through the shrub to get to his hidden room. But he may not have one in this household specifically. I don't see a hidden shrub room, so that's okay. Let's see what else we can take from here. I think I'll take the essentials, that being the crystals, the food, and anything loose. But I'm not gonna take his furnishings and stuff like that. But I will definitely take the foodstuffs, crystals, and anything that I can actually use long term. Okay, lavender. Okay, I'll be taking the crystal, sir. I think only eBay works here in Temu. Oh, okay, got you. eBay's a useful site. I actually at one point was using eBay frequently. You see, a long time ago, I used to be heavily into collecting Mega Bloks figures. Is there anything under this carpet, sir? No, it's just a carpet. Okay, I'm gonna rebuild your carpet. I just wanted to make sure you're not hiding any secret room from me like the last time I came across these dudes with a friend. So, as I was saying, I used to use eBay frequently when I was heavily into collecting Mega Bloks sets, specifically Call of Duty Mega Bloks. And at one point, I went on eBay searching for some collectible discontinued sets, and there was this PT patrol boat from, I think, 2009 or something, made for Call of Duty. Maybe it was later on. I don't know how old it was specifically, but it was discontinued, and it was going for quite a lot of money. So I saved up for it, and essentially, the tactic to using... Oh, maybe it's... No, it's not. I thought it'd be hidden behind here. So essentially, the tactic when you're shopping on eBay is if you want something and you see that there's a bunch... Yes, actually. Yes, this was a while back, man. This was a while back. But Call of Duty, actually, they collabed with Mega Bloks and made a bunch of Call of Duty Mega Bloks sets. Yeah, just do a simple Google search. There is a bunch of Call of Duty Mega Bloks sets. I like Mega Bloks because of what they brought to the table compared to Lego. That being the figurines. The Mega Bloks figurines are articulated versus Lego people who have 4 articulation points plus the head. Mega Bloks soldiers and characters have multiple articulation points, elbows, hands, knees, feet, and head. I like that a lot about it. So anyways, if you want something on eBay, here's my strategy. It's called bid sniping. People don't really like bid snipers, I'm afraid, just because it's essentially a tactic where you look for something you want. You see there's a bunch of bidders looking to buy it. You wait for the bidding auction countdown to get to the last minute or 30 seconds. And just before the auction ends, you place a higher bid than the current highest bid. And boom, if you do that just before the auction ends, you win it. It's called bid sniping, and people do not like bid snipers. No, they don't. They don't. I am guilty of bid sniping at one point. It's a tactic. It works. It works, and sometimes you'll lose an auction specifically because someone was purposely bid sniping. Transformers figures. Oh, what brand though? Oh, what brand? There's Lego, Mega Bloks, well, now it's called Mega Constructs. It used to be called Mega Bloks, but I think they renamed it to Mega Constructs. So what brand you say? Yeah, definitely. They've made a lot of sets, actually. So their biggest set collaborations they've done long-term was Call of Duty and Halo. Microsoft's Halo. Those are the 2 major set collaborations they have been doing for quite a while now. I owned the Halo sets, a bunch of those much earlier on. I sold them all at a garage sale, and then eventually I moved on to Call of Duty Mega Bloks. Movies from... Oh, those! Okay, that's cool. I think we found everything there is in here. Bro wasn't actually hiding anything secret, so I'm just gonna... Thanks for the crystals and stuff. Thanks, bro, but I thought this was a... Oh, look at that! Look at that! I just know it. Okay, it literally is a hobbit hole. If you've ever watched Lord of the Rings, this is literally a hobbit door. Bro, this guy's got an epic house. Good for you, pal. Good for you. I was looking for a cave, but I came across a luxurious hideaway owned by... I'm assuming that's a Cyclops. I'm so glad I packed a bunch of water this time. Let's look for another cave, shall we? We gotta look for stuff like this, because that's an indicator of a cave. I think... Just want to look around here. There might be a cave over here, or that could be ruins. You know, why don't I just walk in one direction and I may come across one? They're not that hard to find. Caves are literally everywhere, so it doesn't take long to come across a hole in the ground that... Hey, look at that. See what I mean? Right there, another cave entrance. That was fast as heck. Like, genuinely, that was real quick. So, since I have an excessive amount of torches, I can just afford to start placing them as much as I want, considering I brought 200. I brought 2... Problem on Amazon here doesn't work. And okay. Take another sip of water. Amazon only works in West Europe. Oh, okay. Okay. I wonder why that is. It could be seller restrictions. Certain businesses are restricted to where they can run and operate. It all depends on the country's restrictions on foreign businesses operating in their area. There is that. There are a few countries in the world that don't have access to certain sellers just because of the restrictions their country places. It's unfortunate. But there's always eBay. eBay's good. You just need to know how to use eBay in a safe way so that you don't get scammed or ripped off. Although, there are some people who will open their entire small business through eBay alone. But the main website you would go through that for that reason is Etsy. Let me take another sip of water here. I'm talking so much. So Etsy's similar to eBay, but it's not a bidding sort of website. It's more of a small business website where you can essentially open your own small business online storefront and sell your own original product lines. And it's called Etsy. Everything on Etsy is usually handmade or made in small quantities and not mass produced. It's a good website. Only EU countries have them. Do you have access to Etsy? If you ever want custom, like, quality products, go through Etsy, because Etsy is essentially a small business website where small individual businesses can make their own products in small amounts and sell them to you at a high quality. The cost varies, but I really like Etsy. At one point, I actually I used Etsy a while back to buy a VR gun stock. If you're looking for a VR gun stock, specifically for either the MetaQuest 3 or the Valve Index, I can recommend an Etsy seller to you. I've used his gun stock for over a year or more now, especially when I was making those Pavlov shorts. I love it. His gun stock is amazing and incredibly well made. It is a 3D printed gun stock that he designed himself, and it's his own Etsy storefront. He plans on making another gun stock version for the Steam frame. And what's cool about his gun stock is that you can buy it, and then he sells detachable replacement stock parts. So essentially you can buy one, and then if you want to use the gun stock with a different type of VR system, you buy the correct and corresponding adapter to essentially replace what it comes with from the start with the new part needed for those controllers. It works with a magnet. It works with earth magnets. He uses earth magnets to make easy replacements and to essentially let you swap out one gun stock for another and let you use one gun stock for a variety of VR systems just by switching the connection parts. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was really neat. I like this cave. And okay, I honestly, I would leave a trail of breadcrumbs, but I'm not sure what I would do there. I could figure it out. Oh, you know what I could? I could always do a rope or something in the future. I don't know. I'm sure someone will eventually make a mod that lets you literally, because in reality, when you go cave diving, mainly when you're going cave scuba diving, usually you have a rope that follows you into the cave so you can follow the rope back out of the cave every time. That's an extremely important part of any sort of scuba cave diving. You need a guide rope. You need a trail of breadcrumbs to find your way out of the cave. That is an extremely important part of cave diving. If you don't have that, it becomes significantly more risky and life-threatening and dangerous. But as long as you have a trail of breadcrumbs, in this case, a guidance rope to get you out, you'll always find a way out as long as the rope is there. And as long as it doesn't get caught or something like that. And you don't get disoriented as well. Let me take another sip of water here. You know what's weird? When I was a kid, you had a dream, you in cartoon animation series, bro. Happening. That's crazy. I've once had dreams where I was in actually, okay, let me let you in on something here. Recently, I had a dream of a zombie apocalypse. Can you guess what caused the dream, Metin? Can you guess what caused me to have a dream that I was in a zombie apocalypse? I'll give you one chance to guess. What could possibly make me have a dream recently of being in a zombie apocalypse? You have one chance to guess. But I had that dream. I woke up and I was like, oh, yes, boom. See, easy peasy. Yeah, it caused me to have a zombie apocalypse dream. I had a dream that there was an apocalypse happening and zombies were coming. And I was like, oh my gosh. I wasn't scared. I wasn't scared, but I was like, huh, okay. I think I had this dream because I've been playing Resident Evil so frequently. But I thought it was pretty neat, honestly, like genuinely. I like it when the stuff I do with my streams ends up carrying over to my dreams, especially if the game I'm playing is enjoyable for me. I like being able to have a dream about what I'm playing. Like, it's kind of fun, honestly, depending on what you're playing, of course. But it was pretty interesting to have a zombie. Oh, okay, that's a deep fall. Okay, I'm gonna go past that real quick. Torch up some more, but that looks interesting. I don't think I passed any copper yet. That's kind of what we're looking for right now, is just copper. We have a bunch of food from that guy we looted, which is nice. I like that he had a bunch of food on hand. Copper, copper, copper. Oh, there's some right there. Excellent. Bro, I don't know. Is this normal? Oh, let's see here. Actually, yes. It is a normal part of life to have dreams about the experiences in your waking life. That's just a normal part of life. What you do during your waking life when you're awake will sometimes carry over into your dreams. That's just a commonality. It happens to almost everyone to some degree or another at some point in their life. Well, if they do something enough, eventually they'll quite maybe possibly have a dream involving whatever it is they were frequently doing. I think it happens to literally every human being, honestly. At least at one point, at least once, to at least every human being on Earth, as far as I know, this is a guess, but I think every human on Earth has at one point or at one time in their life, at least once, had a dream of something they have been doing frequently while they're awake. It's a completely normal part of life, men. It is. Let me take another sip of water here. Remember when you said in Fionna and Cake? Yeah, I do remember that. Yes, I do. I do remember us talking about that dream. Yes. Okay, that's a dead end. So maybe I'll go down that little hole I came across. Perhaps. Where was it, though? My trail of breadcrumbs is essentially the torches. If I go a place with... oh, never mind. There's another section over here. Oh my goodness. Yeah, like I said, these caves pretty much, they don't have an ending. And if they do, it's hard to come across because they're just so massive. I want to get as much copper as I can. I'm also going to use this. I should really start using the copper pick more. But I want to get a bunch of copper just so I'm good on copper armor and weapons for a while. And then from there, I can work on getting better ore tiers. But right now, I want to collect an excessive amount of copper. Which there's quite a lot. I like that there's copper veins. Veins vary in size. Sometimes you'll get lucky and come across a massive copper vein or a vein of a good kind of ore that's a big vein. Like big being 5 or 6 pieces instead of 2 or 3. It is like good dreams, but don't. Yeah, it all depends on what you're doing, how frequently you're doing it. We can't really predict what dreams we have. They're just sort of random. There's no way of knowing what you'll dream of. You just sort of have to, I guess, gauge what you're doing in your daily life and then think to yourself, well, I may have dreams about that because I've done it so frequently that maybe my mind's going to be thinking about it when I go to bed. That's how dreams work. Yeah, so you can have good ones and bad ones. That's also why you have nightmares when you watch a horror movie before going to bed, because the horror movie in itself is already a major experience for your brain. So when you go to bed, odds are you'll have a nightmare based around the horror movie you watched or just horror in general. So that's why I don't recommend watching horror movies when you go to bed unless you're prepared to have a nightmare. It's happened to me on more than one occasion. Let me take another sip of water here. First cartoon you had dream. Oh, that's cool. I don't know. I think cartoon dreams are pretty neat because especially if you like watching that show, having a dream about being inside of it is pretty cool, honestly. It depends on the show you're watching. And if you like the show enough that you would like to be in the world, having a dream about it is probably the coolest experience ever. Like, wouldn't you agree, Metin? Like, there's certain shows you've watched that you wish you could be a part of their world, but then you have a dream and you're in there, and then you wake up and you're like, wow, I was there. For me, that's the cool part about dreaming, is that if you watch a show that you really like and you wish you could be a part of their world, and then you end up having a dream that puts you there, for me, that's a really cool and fun experience. I like water. I like water. Okay. How much copper I got? A bunch. I think I'll get a... Oh, this is... Like I said, there's all sorts of secrets in the cave systems. This probably leads to a lava dungeon or something like that. This is essentially a destroyed lava bridge. Yeah. Also, something to note is if you get too close to lava, you don't have to touch it. If you get too close... Oh, maybe not. I don't know, because last time I saw it, when I got a little too close to it, I started to burn, but maybe that was just something else. I don't know. Let's go across and see what there is to see here. It happened to you 4 times. Oh, it happened to you 4 times. Oh my gosh. That's quite frequent. That's quite frequent. Oh my gosh. That's very frequent. Oh my goodness. Hopefully it was a show that you wished you were inside of and you had a good time. Like, hopefully it wasn't a nightmare and scary. That's cool though. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Oh, more copper. I want to get like 30 pieces of copper here. Excellent. This is a pretty cave. I'm going to take a picture here. I also discovered there is literally a hide HUD button. Where is it at? There it is. So, yeah, okay. That's the button for hiding my HUD. So what I'm going to do here is I'm essentially going to every now and then take a screenshot to use for making the thumbnail. So for here, let me quickly take a picture of this. If my stupid thing, all I have to do is press print screen on my computer, drag, and screenshot taken. Let's keep going. I'm going to do that every now and then to make the thumbnails going forward. I would use the in-game screenshot button, but I still haven't mastered where it saves it to or the specific button keybind for it. You can also hide. Oh my gosh. So you can hide your HUD and you can hide your hand. Oh my goodness. Okay. That's crazy. I just thought it was hiding your HUD, but no, you can hide your hand too. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's keep going onward. I want more copper. Anything over here? Nope. Dead end. Okay. Oh, I just noticed there's a bunch of copper up there. Okay. Since there's a bunch of copper up there, I gotta do this safely. And by that, I mean, what I'm gonna do is what most people would do in this situation in Minecraft. And that's essentially brick up all the lava as much as you can to prevent yourself from falling into the lava and burning alive. So let me quickly do this. Let's see here. Let me take another sip. The first time, 2019, saying, oh, wow. That's cool though. That's pretty neat that it's happening frequently. I'd like to have frequent dreams of certain shows and stuff that I watch that I'm really into. Like honestly, I wouldn't mind having a dream about being in this game simply because of how much I like it so far and how much I like RPGs. I'm a really big role-playing game player. I like RPGs. I like Fallout. I like the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind. Really anything that involves creating your character and living another life. That's what a role-playing game is. I like them. I like them a lot. And I would love to have a dream about being inside one of my favorite role-playing games. Maybe it would happen. I wouldn't mind it happening. I wouldn't. So glad I have a bunch of liquid for this stream. That way my sore throat does not happen again. So I'm doing this mainly because I don't want to fall into the lava, as I said. So that's why I'm doing this, to make it safer for me to acquire all the minerals that are on the ceiling, as you can see. And I have plenty of cobble, so that's not a problem. But I just want to ensure I don't fall into the lava and burn alive. Because what's neat is you have a higher chance of surviving falling in lava in this game than I'd say in Minecraft. In the sense that you fall in and you have some time to swim out and get out, as it kills you. It gets rid of your health slower than I'd say in Minecraft. Because I'd say when you fall in lava in Minecraft, your health depletes super quickly. But in this, it's a little bit slower is what I've noticed. So it gives you some time to escape, but it's still not ideal to fall inside lava regardless. No one likes falling in lava because yes, it'll burn your items. And yes, no one likes their items disappearing permanently into lava. So yeah, no, it's a mutual feeling for a lot of Minecraft players. That's for sure. Okie dokie. Come on. Copper. Okay. Wait, so does that mean oh, there's still oh yeah, this is a deep lava pool. So I'm just covering the surface, but there's still a bunch of lava underneath it. But I just need to cover the surface section enough that I won't fall in by accident. So that's what I'm doing. I want to do it enough. It looks like there's, okay, yeah, I'm just going to do the outer layer. I'm probably going to do it all just to ensure I have no chance of burning alive and losing my items. Because I don't want that, because we did turn on drop all items upon death. And if that happens, all of my items will burn. And I don't want that. So I'm going to ensure that doesn't happen. I got to get more cobble for this because I would very much like to be as safe as possible with collecting those minerals. So I'm going to quickly gather all of this real fast. There we go. My goodness. I like digging in these kind of games. I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole. Diggy, diggy hole, diggy, diggy hole. Well, in this sense, I am not digging a hole. I'm already in a giant cave hole. But yeah, that's from a very, very old YouTube video. Oh, it's all good, eh, guy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We still got an hour or more left in the stream. No problem. Glad to see you again, eh, guy? Welcome back to the stream. I hope you enjoy. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the live stream, my friend. Glad to have you here. We were just in the middle of making a lava pool safe for us in order to acquire the minerals that are surrounding the upper ceiling area above the lava pool. So I was gathering some cobble in order to cover up the topmost layer of the lava pool to ensure I did not fall into lava and burn alive, as well as make all my items disintegrate in seconds. I don't want that. I don't want to lose my items. It's the most infuriating thing, falling into lava and losing everything. Nope, not gonna happen this time. I am preemptively covering up the lava pool because I don't want that. I'm gonna cover it up just enough so that when I do fall, I'll at least fall on the concrete. I won't cover it up all the way, but I'm gonna maybe cover it up to a point where there's no way I could possibly fall into the lava itself. My goodness, let me take another sip of water here. Your favorite country in North America is, oh, everyone loves Canada. I like Canada. Canada does great things. They have great maple syrup, great pancakes, great waffles. It's the home of the iconic moose. Yeah, no, Canada's pretty cool. Canada is a pretty cool place. I haven't been there, but parts of my family have been there for trips and stuff. I'm sure it's lovely. I'm sure it is really lovely. I don't doubt Canada is a beautiful place to visit. They have some gorgeous forests, really cold winters, some beautiful winter forests, a lot of neat stuff too. Yeah, good people too. I actually heard Canadians are quite friendly. Don't quote me on that though. It's just from talk I've heard that in general, Canadians tend to be a little more friendly in terms of helping people. As far as I know, a lot of shows I've watched throughout time have always depicted Canadians as the helpful kind of people, in the sense that, let me give you two examples of where I have seen Canadians be animated. So the first one is The Fairly Odd Parents, where I think there was an episode that did feature Canadians, and in the show, it essentially showed Canadians being friendly and helpful and kind. The second show, I think, give me a sec here, I gotta sip more water. The second show that depicted Canadians, I can't remember it, but I just know in terms of in media, I've seen mostly that Canadians get depicted as very friendly people. Yes. Yes. Oh, in war. Oh, you meant, let's see here. Also heard in wars. Oh, you mean would never mess. I wouldn't mess with Canada. Canada's pretty cool. I like Canadians. I think they're friendly. With them, Canadians are brutal. Really? Really? Canadians brutal? I've never pictured that. What makes Canadians brutal in terms of war? Oh my gosh, I never thought of. Are we still talking about Canada? I'm losing track. Are you still speaking of Canada? Because I've never imagined Canada being the aggressive kind of country. But I don't know. I don't know much about Canada, honestly, other than what the media portrays their people as being friendly, outgoing, and welcoming, as far as I know. Oh, in World War, okay. Well, that was a different time. I'm sure things were different in Canada during World War I. I don't doubt that. Different eras merit different kinds of people and different behaviors and treatments and stuff like that. So it all depends on what era you're talking about and where. Really, it does. Because certain areas of the world, which used to be poor in one era, could be better in the next era. And by poor, I mean mean, aggressive, and stuff like that. So times change, and as times change, new generations of human beings come into existence with different values and morals and stuff. So that's it. That's only when they were... Okay, gotcha. Having a lot of water is definitely helpful. But yeah, no, it all depends on what era and what time frame you're talking about, because certain areas of the world where they used to be bad are also now good. So there's that. It all depends on what time frame you're talking about in the history of the world. Because each part of history of the world is different, and how people acted and treated each other. It all depends on the time in history. I almost have enough here. Actually, wait a minute. I think I'm almost finished with this lava pool cover up. I just don't want to fall in. Come on. Oh, it won't let me reach over just yet. Oi! My goodness. Come on. There we go. Almost done. I think I'll leave some of it uncovered just so I have a light source. Oh my gosh. Yo. Big lava pool. Also, it's hard to break this lava rock. It's a little stronger than regular stone, so I need a better pick if I want to easily break through lava rock, which is unfortunate. I'd like to be able to mine lava rock easier. Oh, it broke. Lovely. Back to stone. That stinks. Okay, I should have almost enough stone here to finish covering the pit. We spent a lot of time down here, but I just want to do it safely. Once we collect what's on the ceiling, we can leave. I think at this point we should be... safe? Question mark? Let's go here. There we go. Across. There we go. I think for the most part, we're safe to collect it now. Yeah, most definitely. Okay, now I'm just going to build upward and collect the minerals, and then we can get out of this dark, scary, spooky cave. Excellent. Oh, I think I have stats turned on there. 1 second. Oh, yeah, there's stats here. That's pretty cool. Oh, and it shows my system specs. How funny is that? I mean, I think that's also similar to Minecraft as well, where you can see people's system specs. Curse these hotkeys. I'm going to need to memorize them eventually. I'm just getting some stones here so I can build upward to get the rest of the minerals that are on the ceiling above the lava pit we covered up for safety reasons. Okay, there's some right there. Up we go. I want to take another sip of water here. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm so glad I have liquids for this because talking in general a lot like this does dry out your throat real quickly. Okie dokie. Is that lava rock? That most likely... Oh, no, it's just stone. Wait, what? Why is it harder to break? I don't know, maybe it... Oh, it's volcanic cobble. That's why it's harder to break. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought it was cobblestone. No, it's volcanic cobble. I didn't know that was a thing. Okay, awesome. Good to know. I think I can also use that to my advantage to get to the minerals on this side. Using all the blocks I have at my disposal. Is that wool? I think that's wool. Where did I get wool? It's probably from that guy's house. I don't remember picking up wool, but alrighty then. I guess I did at one point. Okay. There's some right there. I gotta break through this lava stone right here. Oh my goodness. There we go. And I think once I get these two pieces right here, I'm going to leave the cave because we've gotten plenty from down here. Canada never lost a war. I don't doubt that. Canada's a pretty resilient and strong place for sure. They're Canadians. Canadians are pretty neat overall. I think they're pretty cool. I've never met them. I met a couple online at one point throughout my life, but in person, I've never personally spoken to Canadians. Maybe I have, and I just didn't realize they were Canadians. But as it stands, I've never spoken to Canadians who are actively living in Canada, because again, I've never visited Canada, despite the fact that it's literally above my own country. I'd like to visit it someday, because it does seem like a pretty interesting place to visit. I know they have some pretty places, that's for sure. All right, let's get this copper and get the heck out of this tunnel cave system. Oh, that's broken. Silly me. And I think, yeah, let's see. Oh, yeah, that'll do. Oh, wow. Stacks only go up to 25. Okay, that's good to know. All right, let's get out of here. I'm not staying in here any longer. We've gotten plenty from here. I don't really need much else right now. I need a better pick, though, if I'm ever going to mine lava, cobble, or lava rock of any kind. All right, let's get out of this cave now. They speak same as... yes. I also heard Canadians have a slight accent, although I can't confirm that. But yes, they do speak English just like us, yes. That leads even deeper. Okay, we can always save this cave. Like, honestly, in my honest opinion, you really only ever need one cave ever because of how expansive and long the cave systems can get. Unless, of course, you get unlucky with a short cave system, but for the most part, one cave can take you extremely far down. So, odds are you'll really only ever need one cave system unless you truly manage to cover every single part of that cave system and explore everything. So, I'm gonna get out of here now. Oh my goodness. Let's see. You meant accent. Gotcha. Okay. Get the heck out of this cave. It's dark and scary. Oh, I missed a piece of copper. I don't want to miss copper. I don't want to miss any copper. We'll just grab... If we come by any on our ascent, I'll grab it. Because why not? Couldn't hurt to have more, honestly. But we'll keep going up as we do it. All right, let's go. Off we go. Which way was it? Any way that leads up is probably the correct way. Honestly, I think it's this way. Yes. Yes, this leads up. Okay, we made it out. I think... Like I said, the caves are maze-like in this game. Oh, good. I think we found our way out. And it might be nighttime, so we should probably go sleep too. Oh yeah, it's almost nighttime. All right, let's go back to our house now. And get to smelting so we can make our copper tools in excess and a pair of iron weapons and armor. This game is fun, bro. Okie dokie. Put that thar in the smelter and get cooking. I'm gonna go put away my stuff in the organized chest that I organized purposely. So I'm gonna put away my blocks there. I have a dedicated chest for essences and special types of minerals as well. And I'm gonna put like I said, the pre-smelted ores. I'm gonna already put them in here. I think I can honestly, I think I should also put the leathers in there as well, considering you would need leathers to use at the armor station. So I think I'll take out the leathers I stored away in. Which chest was it? This one. I'm gonna put all my leathers in there. I should also probably turn the leather I have currently into actual leather. But I had a leather stand. I guess I still need to make one. I need to make a rack to make leather. Let's see here. Let me take a sip here. Water here. I have some words in French too. Were you part of a little French in the Were you part of we're part of little... I don't know. I wasn't around in the 18th century. I don't know. Oh, there's the repair kits I was talking about. That's what I was talking about. You need those to repair anything, but at this point, I'm not going to waste them on anything less than iron, and I won't use it. I'm going to make one. I'm going to make two of them so I can more actively make leathers. Quicker, at twice the speed. So there's that. Let's... Oh, whoops, my bad. Put that... Oh my gosh, that's cauliflower. There we go. I think I'll put these... I'm running out of space in here. Can I put it in the corner? Oh, I can. All right. I want to really utilize as much space as I can. I think let's see here. I can scoot this over one and then squeeze that leather making station in there. There we go. Oh, whoops. There we go. Squeeze nice and tight in there. Oh my goodness. Whatever. All right, I'm gonna put some leather in there and start making it. It automatically makes it, which is useful. And then I'm gonna come over here and do that with these ones as well. Leathers and smelted ores go in here like we just discussed. Let's see here. Canada. Oh, okay. You meant Canada was in 18... Oh, okay. Gotcha. Let's see here. Canada, words in French too. Oh, okay. So they had words in French too in the 18th century. Is that what you're saying? If I'm getting you correctly. I'm trying to keep up with chat and focus on gameplay as well here. Okay, we got plenty of smelting stuff that I'm happy about. What else do we need? Anything we need in here that can be used. So I think I'll put plant fibers in there too. Okay, and I think I'll also have a separate chest for food. So I'm gonna use... I think I have an empty chest up here. I guess I could just stick food in there with that stuff. So I think I'll do that. I'm gonna put any and all food stuffs in there, as well as the crystals. Oh, we have more light leather. I'm gonna put that in the leather making station too. Head on down the ladder, please. I should probably make it a little more wide so I can easier get down that ladder. Right there. Excelente. Oh, so no, you meant part... Oh, okay, so you're saying part of the land was French land or French land? Sorry, I'm trying to keep up. You're saying it's here. You meant Canada, 18. No, you meant part land back. Okay. Today they speak English and French. They also have some... Oh, okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Now I follow you. I hope. I'm trying my best to keep up and play the game efficiently. Okay, I gotta put the coconuts in there as well, because that's also a food stuff. So I'm gonna store any food stuff. Eggs. What else we got? Seashells are useless to me. We got some corn. I'm gonna put corn seeds. I'm gonna put that in there. Mushroom skewers. Gonna put that in there. Rubbles and stone. I'm gonna put that in the building materials section here. Ores. I could store... I'm not even gonna bother storing the unsmelted ores. I'm just gonna smelt them all on the spot. moss, seashell. Okay, I think we're good here. Now, you know what I could do? I could eventually make it, you know what I'll do? I'm gonna make an iron bucket and then make a small 1 block hole out here, fill it with lava, and then use that as my garbage disposal. Because I know plenty of people do that in Minecraft already. Yeah, let's see. French colonized Canada and the... Oh, wow, okay. It was originally French, though, is what you're saying. Interesting. I hadn't the slightest idea. I don't know much about Canadian history. I'm not Canadian. All right, can we make our armors now, or at least a better weapon? Oh, yeah, we need... Well, we have plenty of that right over here. I'm going to put more wood in there. And as I'm doing it, you're seeing it's making a byproduct alongside it. That byproduct being charcoal. And so once I have a bunch of that byproduct, I'm then going to use that in place of the wood. But right now I'm making a bunch of charcoal byproduct. Now we can make our armors. Okay. Craft. Yes, I would like my iron. Or not my iron, my copper armor. I'd like iron armor, but copper works too. I'm almost... I have been drinking my water too quickly. Well, actually, no. We're at a 1 hour and 11 minutes, so I don't think I've been drinking it too quickly. In fact, I think it's working. My idea of just... having water on me in general seems to be working out quite well. Where'd it go? Oh, I put it on already. Silly me. What's going on? Potion of purification. I don't know what that's about. Make a finish off my armor collection here. We'll see. We need the pants as well. I guess I got hurt. Oh. I guess I got hurt somehow and I just don't remember. I don't know where I got damaged from. Maybe I'm hungry. What is going on? Maybe I'm just hungry. Okay, I guess I'll go eat some food and get my health back up. Because clearly my character seems to be starving for some reason. Nom 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 on the mushroom stick. What else we got here that we can dig into? Pumpkin? Yes, please. What else we got here? Carrot? Yes, please. And what else we got? Coconuts? Yes, please. I am eating all of my food to heal completely. The big waste. Can I eat the eggs? Oh, I can also eat just raw eggs straight up. Lovely. Hey, those don't do so good. Those don't do too bad with healing. That's great. Okay, what else? Cauliflower. Awesome. Okay, we got pretty much full health at this point. When I get enough iron, I am going to make that bucket. I think it was... Where was the bucket located here? Tools. Bucket. I think you need to use a separate thing to make the bucket itself. Oh, maybe you need to use the builder's workbench, perhaps. Let's see. Bucket? Bucket? No. Well, there is a way to make a bucket, I'm sure. Let me take another sip of water here. Tobey Maguire. I like Tobey Maguire. I like him. I like him as Spider-Man. I grew up with Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. He is truly my favorite Spider-Man, I'm afraid. I know a lot of people like the current Spider-Man, but I like Tobey. Tobey's always going to be my pick for favorite Spider-Man. Because again, I grew up watching Mr. Maguire. So, originally, I would go with the copper sword to start out with, but I have found a newfound passion for daggers. Daggers. I like daggers. I like the quick attack speed of daggers in general. So I'm going to go with daggers instead of swords from now on. I should probably also make bows and then some arrows just for ranged attacks. Okay, I'm out of water. Got to switch over to the seltzer waters I brought with me. How many of these can I make? A bunch of them? Oh, good. Oh, I can make just a hell of a lot of them. I think I will. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Can never get enough arrows. Yeah, no, I think I'll make 200 arrows just so I don't run out quickly. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good amount of arrows. And then I stop once it hits 100. All I have to do is get out of the menu to stop. Oh, yeah. We got plenty of arrows now. I'm happy about that. You see him a lot. Yeah, he is in a lot of movies. He's a very popular actor. He's been around a very long time. A lot of people like Tobey Maguire, especially if they grew up watching the Amazing Spider-Man series a long time ago. Amazing Spider-Man series being the very old Amazing Spider-Man movies. Before they switched to the new Spider-Man. Because I think there's 2 other actors that also play Spider-Man as well. So it isn't just Tobey. Okay, so I'm 100% certain there is a way to make a bucket. Okay, I'm going to move that to there and then put that in there. Because see, you can prioritize. Whatever you put in first gets smelted first, next, second. So I just take that out and it prioritizes iron next. Which is very nice to know. So I'm going to put the leathers in there, the iron in there. I don't know what this potion does. Potion of purification. What does this do? I don't know what that does. Does it clean dirty water? I have no idea. I think I'll just store it in there for now. Even though it's not organized and that's a chest for building materials for weapons and armor, I'm just gonna put it there for now. Put this in my materials chest here. I guess I could honestly, I could probably make an iron. No, wait a minute, let me check. Oh no, I can start making iron tools the moment I get that iron smelted. That's okay, that's good to know. I think I'll make iron tools next. Let me just go over here real quick. Yeah, all I need to do is get that smelted and ready to go, and I should be able to. Let's see here. Yeah, well, 2002. Yeah, the original Spider-Man films. Yes. Officially out of water. I am now going to crack open my first seltzer. Enjoy the lovely ASMR. I always found the sound of opening up a can of soda very satisfying. I like Spindrift, and I like sugar-free sodas, or any soda that's diet or low in sugar is what I like a lot. Let's see here. He was in 1, 2, 3 Spider-Man movies, 2002, first movie, 2004. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, it's all good. But wow, okay, he's been in a lot of them, hasn't he? Good for Toby. Good for Toby. I like Tobey Maguire. He's my Spider-Man. I grew up with him. Okay. I think I'll make better daggers, actually. Why did I even make copper daggers? Genuinely. When I can just make iron instead. Now I gotta make the iron tools now. I think I have enough still for that. Oh, no, I don't. Oh, I need a little bit more. There we go. I'm gonna make that iron pick first. There we go. Lovely. I like seltzers in general. Anything with low sugar content, I really do enjoy a lot. I'm gonna store away the copper weaponry now, because I don't necessarily need copper weaponry at all, considering now I have iron weaponry. You know what? I think I'll make a few repair kits just so I can fix up some of my... I feel compelled to do that. Let's see, how many can we make? Oh, just one? That's good enough for me. I will use it on that. Okay, we got our copper armor, our copper pick, our copper... Or no, we got our copper armor, our iron pick, our iron weapon, a copper bow with 200 arrows. We should be good to go now. What I think I should do if I'm gonna go back down into the mine is make a couple repair kits to keep my tools good. I'm gonna take the copper pickaxe with me alongside the iron pickaxe so I can use both of them and then repair them both at the same time, or I could just take one, honestly. It all depends on my preference, really. So I'm gonna quickly store away. So, oh, I think I should also probably make an iron axe if I'm gonna collect more wood later on. So I think I'll do that too. Iron axe, please. Nope. Right over here. Yes. No. What am I missing? Of course. I need to go butcher more animals to make more leather. Ain't that lovely? So I'm gonna store this in there. Store this in there. This in there. I'm gonna go put away some of the useless stone tools I have. Tom Holland. Good. Oh, Tom Holland's pretty cool. I like Tom Holland, actually. I do. I like Tobey Maguire and Tom Holland. I think they're all really great actors. I like all the actors. I like actors in general. I have a good number of favorite actors, that's for sure. My top 3, Tobey Maguire, Iron Man, Tony Stark. I forgot the actual name of the actor. So I like Tony Stark's actor. I like Tobey Maguire, Spider-Man actor. And then I'd say I like the Walking Dead Rick Grimes actor. Those are my 3 favorite actors currently. And I'm starting to develop a new favorite actor. I forgot his name, but he's the main character. He's the ghoul from the Fallout Amazon series. I'm starting to really like him. Yeah, I tend to have favorite actors as time goes on. Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man movie. Yeah, definitely. He always wanted to save Mary Jane, and I think at one point he did successfully save her, but like not after I think it was fighting Dr. Octopus and stuff like that. Poor Mary Jane was in trouble almost constantly. Unfortunately, that's who she is. I believe in the Amazing Spider-Man films, the older ones you just mentioned, that is when they first introduced Venom. And in this sense, for those movies, it wasn't the Venom we see today. It was not Eddie Brock. It instead was a symbiote that attached to the original Spider-Man movie's suit, turning him into Black Spider-Man, which is essentially the equivalent of Venom at the time. But it isn't Venom as we know today. But at the time, that was what Venom was at that time. He possessed the suit of Toby and turned him into Black Spider-Man, which was like kind of like an anti-hero. He was evil, but wasn't evil. hard to describe. It's been a while since I've watched those films, but I think if I remember correctly, that was the first iteration of Venom in the films, was when he possessed Spider-Man's suit. I could be wrong. It's been a long time, but I think if I remember correctly, Venom, the symbiote, possessed his suit, turning him into Black Spider-Man, making the suit black, and then it was essentially Toby struggling to escape the suit and escape the symbiote that took over the suit, is what I'm remembering. Maybe I'm misremember. You can always correct me. But I do remember that. Yes, I think I'm correct. I don't know though. I'm not a movie expert by any means. I'm gonna go put away those other two useless. I can't wait to make that iron bucket to get rid of all these useless stone tools. I don't need them anymore at all whatsoever. Put that away there. What was I doing over here? Oh, I was making food. Okay, I'm gonna carry that on me as well. Let's see here. Amazing Spider-Man movie is very sad, which was from 2012, 2014. You meant movie Amazing Spider-Man, Andrew Garfield. Okay, gotcha. Well, I do have fond memories of the original Amazing Spider-Man films, because I grew up watching those in theaters and stuff like that. So that's for sure. Okay, I think I'm good to go. Let's go adventure, shall we? Let's go see what there is to see out in this great wide Hytale world. And by that, I mean, I'd like to show you some of the interesting biomes. I'm out of water. I forgot I should be sipping from the seltzer. You meant movie Amazing Spider. Okay, gotcha. Okay, we got the tools we need. I'm gonna get the fire out of this. Not the fire, the food. I'm gonna get the food out of that. Store away this, and then we can go on our little adventure. I like adventuring. Adventure time! Great show, by the way. Really, really great show. I like it a lot. I always will. Okay. Plenty of everything. Let's go see what the Hytale world has to offer. I see what looks like a huge mountainous structure over here. So why don't we go check this thing out over here? I see two giant mountains over here, and it looks like rocky areas. What else we got around in our surrounding? Oh, wait. Maybe we should go over here instead. Let's go that direction, because I see bigger mountains over here. There's two mountains right here, but why don't we go to the mountains in this direction, see what we find? We could come across polar bears, yetis, or something in between. I don't know. The snow has secrets. Let's go find out what it is. Oh, and while I'm also doing it, I'm also going to collect leather on the process whenever I come across animals. How effectively can I take these dudes out with the iron bow plus the non-good arrows? Because right now all I have is those crude stone arrows. But maybe the iron bow will add to the strength of the arrow. I don't know. Come on. Stop it. Okay, at this point, I just give up. Come here, you. Oh my gosh. Stop running. Stop running. I just want the leathers. Okay, I gotta get my stamina back up. And sprint. You are quite the runner, but oh, look, I'll go for the wolf and say, hey, stay away from him. Stay. Oh boy, there's two of them. Oh boy, okay. Hey, wolfies. Ouch. Okay, all right. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's one. Take this and that and some of this. Come on. There we go. You're all safe now, Mr. Elk. You know, just for that, I'm not gonna hunt you, because I got what I wanted, and that was the leathers from the wolf. So you're safe for now, Mr. Elk. Whatever you were, a deer, fawn, I don't know. Let's see here. In-game Death Underwater 2 you played. You want to tell about... Oh, hello, mister. Why do you have a... What? What is that symbol above you? Whatever, I'm gonna take your leather. Sorry, bud. Okay, let me read this chat real quick. Let me take a sip of water here, though. In-game Death Underwater 2, when you played, you told you about the plan, went missing in 2014. It was the M3H, find on Wikipedia. Oh, yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah, those were like UFO takes plane. Oh, interesting. UFOs are a whole different genre of mystery. Let me ask you, what are your thoughts on UFOs, Metin Hasich? Do you believe in the existence of aliens or life outside of our planet and or universe? So I'm gonna be 100% with you guys right now. I neither confirm nor deny their existence. The reason I deny the existence is because we have no idea still. But the reason I also don't deny their existence is because if there's one thing I know about outer space, it's that it's pretty much infinite and ever expanding still. So the odds of us being the only living organisms in a world of space and time that never stops expanding, I just don't think are possible. I don't. If space is infinite and ever expanding and goes on almost to impossible lengths, how is it we could be the only things in the universe? That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not a conspiracy theorist or a whack job. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But that's my 2 cents there. Yeah, that's my 2 cents there. Okay, let me read these. Okay, I'm gonna take a sip of water here. When you watch Transformers, maybe there is. Yeah, you don't know. Yeah, outer space can be scary, that's for sure. There's a lot of space-based horror movies, actually. There's this old horror movie I watched a long time ago. It's called, I think, Apollo 13. Don't watch it, by the way, Metin. It's quite a terrifying movie. But essentially, let me give you the synopsis of it. Essentially, I think, essentially NASA does another Apollo mission to go back to the moon. But what they didn't know was that there's some sort of creature or parasitic organism living on the moon. And apparently it's predatory, and it can disguise itself to look like a rock. But when you're not looking at it, it comes alive as a bug or scarab sort of creature. But it's a pretty scary movie, actually. At least back then when I watched it, it was terrifying. The idea of them coming across life forms while on an Apollo mission scared me. Would I rather lose in space or in ocean? Ooh, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. On one hand, let me take another bit of water here. On one hand, the ocean has a bottom. The ocean is not infinite. We don't know a lot of the ocean. In fact, I believe we've only ever explored a small percentage of the actual ocean itself. So we know there is an end to the ocean. The ocean's not infinite. But on the other hand, space, as far as we know, it doesn't have an end. It doesn't have a edge. There's no edge of space. And it's, as far as I know, infinite. So I'd say, I don't know. Yeah, I'd agree with you. I would rather none. I'd rather none. They're both terrifying options. Okay, this is the way to the mountain. Silly me. Okay, there's the mountain right here. There's some caves on the mountain too. Well, we have plenty of tools for that. So we could always explore the Winter Mountain Cave, see what's there. I don't know. We shall see. We shall definitely see. Let's go take a gander here. That looks like slate. Why do they have that symbol? I don't know what that... Oh, it's a memory. I'm silly. Those are memories. Come here, goat. Come here, Mr. Goat. Down you go. Torch it up. What do we got in here? Just another massive cave system, I'm assuming. You meant playing in that long... Oh, it's, you meant... Okay. Well, plane is scary, too. Plane crashes are terrifying. And surviving one is pure luck. Yeah, oh, okay, you're talking about that one specifically. Gotcha. I'll look more into that. I haven't looked into it just yet, but I'll look more into it because the way you're talking about it sounds mysterious. I'm gonna take what I need here. Food, logs, leather, leave everything else. This is a mine shaft, by the way. As you can tell, there's a mine cart. Can I put the mine cart on there? I'm actually curious. I haven't so far. I don't even know if you can use them just yet. Let's see. Oh, you can. Yo, okay, that's great. You don't need to, you just go, okay. Lovely, excellent. Oh, yes. Okay, this is good. This is a good thing. Let me see here. I'm gonna get the crystals too. I'm sure crystals will eventually have a better purpose in the future. If not, maybe they are used for, if I had to guess, crystals in this game could probably be used for enchants and magic. If I had to guess, crystals are for magic, is my best guess. Hi, buddy. I got iron weapons. That was quick. Who's next? Oh, it's just a bat. Hello, bat. Bats don't do anything to you in this game. They're rather harmless. What is that? Is that gold or just more crystals? I hear another skeleton. Hey, bud. How you doing? What am I? Oh, I'm hitting him with crystals. Oh, no, please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. For the love of God. For the love of God, don't kill me. Oh my gosh. Oh, gee. I should heal. That's why I want health potions. So I have got to learn how to master the art of making potions eventually. Because holy cow, food is not nearly as efficient as health potions. That's for sure. Hope you see the plane was never found. See, there's only news. There are runaways of the plane again. It went missing in 2014. It's been 11 years now. Interesting. There's also a bunch of conspiracies surrounding a place called the Bermuda Triangle. And by that, I mean, essentially the Bermuda Triangle, the reason it's got a bunch of conspiracies surrounding it is stuff goes in and it tends to never be seen again or leave. Is what most of the conspiracies around the Bermuda Triangle talk about is when stuff flies over it, it just sort of disappears. And there's been a number of theories is what it could be. It could be magnetic waves, interference, all sorts of things. But the Bermuda Triangle I've always been fascinated by because I don't know what no one really has, unless, as far as I know so far, there's no actual logical scientific explanation so far. Oh my gosh, my voice. But I don't know. I'll look into it. Oh, is that a mole? That is a mole. Hello, mister. Do you have hide? Can I? Oh, there's a lot of skeletons down here. Goodbye. Bye-bye. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. Okay. The mole's attacking me. The mole's attacking me. Oh dear Lord. Oh boy. Please. I have some time to heal. Not enough though. All right. Final stand. Oh, okay. Come here, mole. I'm gonna run past you real quick. Oh! Ain't that lovely? Okay. I'm gonna quickly go back and get my stuff, but that's really irritating. Killed by a mole rat. Of all things to kill me, I was executed by a mole rat. That's embarrassing. I would have rather died to the skeleton than to a freaking mole rat. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Hello, Mr. Fox. I don't want to fight you right now. Please leave me alone. There is fake, I think, video of plane taking by UFO. Oh, well, considering the prevalence of AI, there's a lot of fake videos out there currently. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of interesting, mysterious videos you see could just be AI generated. I know that sounds crazy, but you have to understand AI is everywhere in the world right now. So AI, especially AI video generation. So odds are, if it's too good, if it's too crazy to be believable, it could also just be generated by AI to make hype and to fuel more conspiracies. Oh, the video. Okay, yeah, that's way before generative AI on all that stuff was big. So yeah, it could. Okay, 2014. Okay, that explains a lot then. Still though, generative AI is dangerous in the sense that it's getting to a point where you can make something with it. And if it wasn't for the companies behind them making precautionary measures in place to ensure that you were immediately disclosed to that it is an AI generation, you'd probably believe it. Right now, what I know is Sora AI, the biggest video AI generation platform, is currently what they've done is they permanently make it so anything you generate with their platform affixes a permanently embedded Sora AI watermark logo to ensure that if you ever see a believable Sora AI video, that you immediately know it's AI and not real. So yeah. Oh, satellite footage. Okay. Okay, satellite footage. Interesting. Which way was it? Oh my goodness. Which way was it? Was it this way? My goodness. Oh, not that way. I gotta find the hole I went to because I remember when I went in that hole, it just brought me immediately into that mine shaft. So, oh my goodness. Sora AI makes like, yeah, it does. It makes extremely hyper realistic, believable AI video generations. That's the part that people are questioning, but that's actually why the company themselves put that feature in to ensure that anything you make with it is immediately disclosed as AI. That way people don't mistake AI for reality. That's the big ticket item, not mistaking an AI video for reality and the truth. That's the big thing there. Which way was it into there? Which way was it? I think I entered some sort of cave along this side of the mountain. My goodness, bro. Silly me. I could also try using a TP command, but I don't really want to. I'll just try going down. I knew it was a cave along the side. Which cave was it though, bro? They could all be connected. I don't know. Let's see here. In our world, yeah, definitely. Oh, I think it. You know, it could. Let's go this way. I don't know. Maybe it'll connect to the mine shaft. Fingers crossed. Or not. I hope. I hope. Maybe. I could have sworn I was putting torches down where I entered. So let's take a look around real quick. Yeah, I don't think this is connected to the mine shaft. Or maybe it is. No, I don't think it is. All right, we got to keep looking. Because we went through a specific cave entrance that literally led us directly into the shaft immediately. So odds are we got to still find the correct entryway. But I know we went through one of the holes in this mountain that just took us directly into that shaft. So let's see here. If I died over here, so I probably entered. So, leave me alone, cave rat. Leave me alone. I don't want to fight you. No, or maybe. Let's see here. There's probably the same thing. Yeah, no. Oh my goodness. As frustrating as it is to lose all my items, it's more fair in my opinion. It's more fair because a lot of people who play Minecraft, they're just used to that mechanic. So let's see if I can hopefully find where I lost my items. Oh boy. Please leave me alone, big bear. Big bear. Big bear. This way? Goodness gracious. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, that could just be another. Oh, my goodness. I gotta find where I entered. I could honestly try using a command to return to my death point, but I want to do that. Let's go this way. I died over there. My goodness. Oh, wait. Nope. This way. I had a torch on me. That's why I was able to see. So I don't even think I was laying them down is the problem. I should have made a breadcrumb trail. Let's see. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, mineshaft, mineshaft. It could be connected to where we died. Let's see here. I died over there. So let's go this way. Maybe it'll take us to where we died. I don't know. Fingers crossed. Usually these mineshafts are interconnected. So, oh, I keep going deeper. That's a problem. Let's see if we can make our way out of here real quick. But this could be connected to the mineshaft we were entering. So let's see if it is. I got to hop over this little bit over here that we saw that we fell through. Okay. Chest with, oh good, that'll provide me something. I can't make any. Aye! Aye, cave rat, please. I don't mean you any harm and I don't want to fight. Okay, that's a dead end. I will find my stuff. As far as I know, your stuff doesn't despawn super quick. So we'll see. This way, let's try going this way. That leads that way. My goodness, bro. I regret dying in this cave. I should have, you know what I'll do next time? I will place down a marker to ensure I remember where I go in, enter. Cave rat, be gone, please. Wrong way. Oh dear, is he following me? I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. All right. All right, let's go this way. It's the opposite direction. Place is a maze, bro. But I'm sure it's connected. Let's look in the chest as we're going, just so we can get supplies. And hopefully make a torch on the way there. Let's see what we need. Oh, no, we need tree sap for that. Okay, let's keep going. Wait a second. I might be getting... No, I'm not. It's this way. I'm running past you. I know these are all connected to some degree, so we just gotta find our way to the connection point. This is... Man! Okay, I might as well just go back. You know what? At this point, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna exit. I'm gonna exit and just straight up dig straight down above my death point. And as far as I know, it should immediately bring me back to the point in which I died. That's my strategy at this point. If I ever get in this situation, I am literally just gonna go above my death point and dig straight down. Ah! I do not like this cave without armor and tools. Exit. Exit. Exit! Wherefore art thou? Exit, please. Please do. Let me out of this place! I think I'm making it. I think of the exits nearby. I hope. Oh my goodness. Getting lost in the dark like this is no fun. Like Fionna and Cake. You said, oh, let me take a sip here. When you said Adventure Time, you were gonna say add mods. That would be pretty neat, honestly. Ooh. Okay. I want to leave! I want to leave. Oh god, I'm gonna die again, aren't I? Oh no! I mean, even if I die again, I can still come back and, like I said, dig straight down to get to my death point. I think I'm safe right now. Nope, still chasing me. Hey, bud, you mind laying off for a second so I can escape? Yes? No? Cave rats everywhere. Please don't bite me. Okay, I think I found the way out. Oh, there's so many rats, bro. Okay, there's our way out. Now, as I said, I'm gonna make a basic pickaxe and literally stand over my death point and just dig straight down. And as far as I'm concerned, it should just immediately place me where I died, and I should end up digging into the cavern. Not too hard. Let's collect what we need for it. Plant fibers and rubble. Simple enough. Let's go get the plant fibers from those overgrown things over here. One more plant fiber. And then we just need rubble. Piece of cake. Let's look around. Rubble ain't too difficult to find. It's usually all over these rocks. I think that's rubble right there. Yes, it is. Okay. Now, let's see if what I talked about doing is actually going to legitimately work. It should. It should honestly work. It should. Like Fionna and Cake. That would be cool to see a mod like that. I'm sure eventually an enthusiast... Because I know someone did make Adventure Time mods for Minecraft at one point in time. So I would not be surprised if someone ends up doing that for this game as well. But let's see if my theory was correct and I can just dig straight down and immediately land on my death point. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. If I end up coming across the cave I entered, then I could go that way too, but I don't think I will, so I might as well just go above and dig straight down. Really, genuinely. Okay, that way. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I don't know if it's safe or not, but I am willing to risk it. I don't have anything to lose. Literally, my inventory's pretty empty right now, so let's just go do that real quick. Pretty simple stuff. Right over to my death point and just aim straight down and start digging. Simple as that. Hello, goats. Okay, I died over here. So, almost there. Our death point is up ahead. And then once I'm directly above it, I will just dig straight down. Unless, of course, I come across the cave I entered. Oh, okay. All right. Right there. Here we go. Hopefully this works, fingers crossed. Usually they recommend you don't dig straight down, especially in Minecraft. That's a big, well-known fact. But in this case, I think it's safe to do so just to immediately reach my death spawn point. But let's see. It shouldn't take too long, genuinely. Because we died inside the cave, so odds are I will hit the cave and fall directly into the mine shaft. Fingers crossed, though. It should work. It should work. It should work. Come on. Come on, don't fail me now, brain. I know what I did. I'm directly above it. Right there. Yo, oh my gosh. Thank goodness. I think I'm here now. And my death point should be around here somewhere. Should be nearby. Let's look around real quick. Okay. We're in the correct mine shaft now, though. Honestly, you know what I could do? Since we died around here, so maybe it is up a bit. Right over here. I think we died a little more up. Over here. Oh, no, you know what? No, we probably died the next level down. Maybe? Question mark? Perhaps. I don't know, man. I'm not an expert navigator. Oh, the gentleman becomes... What is that song from? That sounds interesting. Okay, at this point, might as well see if this is our solution here. Because perhaps it's right behind the wall here, so I'm just gonna dig this way. And maybe I'll hit my death spot, because I think it's below or above. So let's dig down a bit and see if it's below. If not, we will dig above. But let's see, it could be below. Let's see here. Is it below? I don't think it is. I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think it's below. It could just be behind a wall. No, it's most certainly not below. Okay. All right, let's try this. Let's try this. Oh, it's from over the guard. Okay, gotcha. Neat, interesting. Okay. I want my stuff, bro. I want my stuff. It's not worth doing all that again. Ah! Silly me. Silly me, bro. Silly me. Okay, back down. I can't make torches. I should honestly at least make one torch. Genuinely. But I can see well enough in the dark right now that it's okay. But I would very much like to recover my stuff. I don't want to go through all that again of just making it all again. It would be a pain. So I will find it. Okay. My goodness. Oh my gosh. Show is still oh yeah, of course it is. It's a very popular show for sure. Oh my gosh. Let me into the mineshaft area that I was just at. There it is, right there. Okay. And my death point's right here, so... Okay, there's a spawn point here too. Oh, actually, no, there's a spawn point here. Okay, spawn point here. So with that being said, if I... Oh, wait a minute. Yes, torch. Okay, I'm taking that. I'm taking that so I can actually see where I'm going now. All right. All right. Okay, so it's somewhere over here. It could be up a bit. Perhaps. Maybe. Question mark? What the heck? Oh, my spawn point moved, right, of course. Nope, not that way. Don't you just love getting lost in mine shafts? Only had one actually, the reason it only had one season is it was a mini series. It was a it's called a limited series. They call them limited series, but it was purposely done that way because it was intended to be a limited series event. It was not meant to be a long-term series. I mean, it would be cool if it was, but it was never intended to be that. Good lord. So it's probably upward then. My stuff's probably upward. Above. Although I just came from above. I don't know if I should give up. What do you think, man? Should I just give up and leave entirely? Because I don't think I was nearly that deep into this stupid shaft at all. So there ain't no way. Okay, there ain't no way. There ain't no way I was that deep into the shaft. There's seriously, it can't be that hard to locate my stuff. Genuinely. I swear I was not that deep. If I was, I don't think I was. This way. Oh, no, this is where we entered. So, okay. Getting my bearings here. I think we didn't go down that way. Went this way. Wow, there's a lot of entry points. I just noticed that. This way. Are you the one that killed me? I'm gonna run past you. Oh, okay, you are. Maybe. Oh, okay, okay. Keep attacking me. I think I might find my stuff soon. I hope. No, maybe not. I might be SOL. Yep. Luckily, I have that spawn point. Oh my gosh. Gotta love these mine shafts in this game. Genuinely. Okay. How much more can I search for? Nope. Nope. Leave me alone! This way. Okay. Up. Okay. Okay, this way. Hey, let's see. How much you plan on going? I'm probably gonna end it in about 15 minutes. I'm gonna make these streams specifically 2 hours or so each, and I'm gonna be contributing to getting them timestamped as well. But I'm probably gonna end at 2 hours. I just want to find my damn stuff. I saw a way down right over here. It was like right here. Although I don't think this leads to my stuff. I really don't. It's not. It's not. Unless it. Oh, it could be. Fingers crossed. I don't think it will though. Nope. We're even deeper than before. At this point, I'm giving up on finding my stuff. it's not worth it. Unless, minecart. I died near minecart. Wait a minute. I might be getting closer. My goodness. Minecarts. I remember minecarts. I remember minecarts. I remember the minecarts. Nope. No, I ain't finding my stuff, bro. I ain't finding my stuff. Nope. Oh, wait a minute. That's the iron helmet. I looted that. Okay. I'm very close. I'm very, very close. I just need to get a little bit closer, but I am right on the money right now. This way. Okay. That leads that way. Such a maze-like shaft. Okay. This way. Down a bit more, perhaps? Mister, I ask that you don't attack me right now. I'm very much in the zone for looking for the stuff you killed me with. All right, you know what? If I die again, I'm I'm wasting so much time by looking for my stuff, but genuinely, it's still very infuriating. Okay, I'm out of here. Hello, wizard. I don't care for you. Just leave me alone at this point. Fine, execute me. Do whatever you want, but I miss my items. Genuinely, I miss my items. I just want them back. But I don't think they intend on giving them to me. Goodbye. All right, I'm leaving. I'm leaving the mine shaft. I'm done here. I can always come back for them later, question mark. I have no idea, but that stinks. That stinks. I had a full set of copper items. I mean, I have plenty of that still, but still, that's frustrating. I should probably leave a better trail of breadcrumbs, honestly, because that clearly was not an effective way of finding my way back to my death point. Sad face. Very sad face. Okay, I'm heading back home now. Oh, how infuriating is that? Very infuriating. I could probably look for my stuff off stream. Oh my goodness. So, oh, you're talking, all right, gotcha. Oh my gosh, okay. Back home I go. Curse these mine shafts and their maze-like complexity. They're super complicated. You know what I could do, honestly? I could make, I could dig all the way upward and try to mark my death points, or at least the entryway to my death points. Because I gotta figure out a system that lets me easier navigate and locate my death points. Unless, of course, I die above ground. If I die above ground, then it's not too much of a problem, but dying below ground is the worst part. Hello, bear. I don't want to fight you right now. Oh, boy. Leave me alone. I'm faster than you. Nice try, buddy, but I'm faster than you. You're on all fours. Technically, you could go faster, I think, but in this case, I am faster. Well, I guess we got to recover all our stuff and make it all again, but that shouldn't be a problem because we did gather a lot of ore prior, so we should be able to make a good majority of it. But still, I'm rather upset. Can you guess I would, Metin, I would, but it's really, none of my business, my friend. That's personal information, and I don't really like sharing personal information that I'm not comfortable with, and I don't think viewers should be sharing that stuff either. That sort of stuff on the internet is personal information. I appreciate the viewership, but in terms of that, I'd rather not, just because I respect people's privacy as much as I possibly can, both my own and my viewers. But I do appreciate the conversations and stuff like that, but it's really none of my business, my friend. Okay. All right. Oh, it's all good, Metin. It's all good. It's all good. Honestly, learning experiences are all around us, and every day is a new chance to learn something new. So I do appreciate you respecting that. But I also like to respect my viewers' privacy above all else, so I don't really ask those kind of questions, let alone want to ask them. Because I respect people's privacy just as much as I want them to respect my own. It's a mutual thing. So I'm gonna make my armor back now. Good friggin' lord, that was annoying. I did not enjoy losing my items. I did not enjoy losing all of my items. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. That's good enough. Although I'm probably lacking a bunch of stuff to make even the most basic copper tools, which I honestly should have put away my copper. I have my copper axe, copper weapon, but I did not bring my copper. I lost my copper pickaxe. Ugh. That's frustrating. Not fun. Okay, I'm gonna go to sleep here now. Wait until the morning, and I guess I could go look for exposed copper instead of risking it in a mine. Until I'm better equipped, I don't think I'll be doing that again. Simply because if I die, odds are, just like before, I won't find my stuff in time. So at this point, I'm not even gonna risk it, and I'm gonna look for exposed copper. I can most likely find exposed copper. I don't doubt it's exposed coppers all over the mountain ranges. So I'm gonna quickly put this stuff away so I don't walk away and die with the important stuff right here, obviously. All right, let's go get some copper and maybe some exposed iron if we get lucky. I don't know though. Off we go. Yip-de-do. Excellent. What a lovely day in Hytale land. Lovely, excellent day. We got, you know what? I think, okay, let's go get our copper. Actually, you know what? All right, let's get our copper, get that, come back, and then I can show you the mods I wanted to talk about. We discussed them a bit in the beginning, but I would like to show off and feature a couple of them currently, because I do like what's being made so far in Hytale. I really do. I like it a lot. Some of the mods are really enjoyable for me. Okay, I knew this was a mountain. There's some exposed copper already. Heck yeah. That's what I mean. Copper in this game is really easy to find and is extremely abundant to such a heavy extent. So it doesn't take long to find a good amount of it, both above ground and in caves. It's usually everywhere in caves. And then the more you get in terms of ore varieties, the harder it becomes to get it. Like the higher tier ores are harder to find than the copper and the iron and all that. Copper and iron are probably the most plentiful. So there's that. All right. I'm gonna grab this, then we can see those mods. Still though, I did not like losing my items. Nope. No, sir. All right. What else we got? What else we got? Okay. I don't see any more exposed, but you know what? That's enough iron. That's enough copper for me. I'm gonna go back to my house, smelt it, and then I can show you the mods, and we can end it there. But it's been a really fun Hytale stream. Oh, there's another piece. I might as well grab it. If I see it, I'll grab it while I'm on my way back. There we go. There we go. All right. Onward. Let's go get our stuff. Back and smelt it all. Let's see here. Can't believe how many people are flying. How many planes are flying in the... Oh, yeah. Yeah. The skies are extremely populated with all sorts of planes going to various destinations. If you go... Yeah, flight radar. Yeah. It shows you all the current flights and stuff. And there's hundreds of them. It's kind of crazy just how many planes are currently actively in the sky flying to destinations at any given moment every day of the week, 24/7. How crazy is that? I think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty wild, honestly. Spawn point, house right next to the spawn point. I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to show you around what I've been tinkering with in my Hytale server in terms of exploring mods, permission systems, etc. So let's go get this in there, smelt it, and then I will show you that. All right, I'm going to put this in there. I wish I didn't die. All right, quit to main menu. I think my server should be currently up right now. It is, like I said, it's whitelisted, so I can just use it for experimentation and playing with friends privately. I'll make a public one eventually, but right now I'm just using this for just to learn about the game. Just to learn about the game. All right. So first things first. Let me quickly. If I type help, this is what I like the most, honestly. /help. Whoops. /help. This is the command user interface. It essentially shows you every single command that you could possibly ever use within your own server and all commands for any plugins you have. So the one I want is inventory. It's an inventory command. You click the one you want and it shows you the sub commands related to the main command. The one I want is clear inventory. Send to chat. enter, inventory cleared. All right, now from here, I'm going to show you around. First thing I'd like to show you is the creative mode. Now you're watching stream from YouTube, some planet go, oh, okay, interesting. So I'm gonna show you the creative mode real quick, so you can get a feel for what I mean by why I think Hytale's creative mode seems to be a lot more in-depth. So for starters, just like in Minecraft's creative mode, you have access to every ore item and literally everything, weapons, armor, ore items, blocks, everything, just like in Minecraft creative mode. But in my opinion, that's where these similarities end. This right here is the creative mode quick settings menu. Very useful, especially these two here. Flight inertia, you turn that up all the way. You move, inertia, you keep moving. So I have it off all the way. But movement speed I like a lot because it lets you fly around substantially quicker to cover more ground quickly if you need to get places super fast. I like using that quite frequently. Next up we have, and this is my favorite part of the entire Hytale creation system and creative system, the creative system, which is essentially a souped up suite of tools identical to the World Edit plugin for Minecraft servers. The tool I currently use the most is the selector tool, which is probably the one you'll use the most, honestly, because you can do quite a bit with it. What I like, so you'll see a similarity here. With World Edit, I think you use a wooden stick, and with World Edit, essentially, you pick one spot with the stick, and then another spot, and then you can either fill it with blocks, delete it, etc. But what I like about Hytale specifically is there is a visual for it. There's a visualizer for it. So all I have to do is select a side of the square, and I can drag it out as much as I want, as far as I want, and then I drag the other side, and then the top or the bottom. So if I go down here and drag the bottom, oh, by the way, like I said, massive cave systems. I am not kidding you. Look at the complexity. Like, genuinely, you could be underground forever and never get tired of it and always find something new. There's a freakish amount of caves. So yeah, you can either drag the bottom here and go down, or you can drag the top and go up. So for instance, let's do something funny here. All the way down to the very bottom bedrock, which it has that. Now all I have to do is press tab, go to here, and say I want to put blocks there. I go here, put it in the materials, and I just do execute. And it replaces all the blocks in my selection with that material. Now, all you have to do is either Shift Z or Y to undo or redo. So I'll do Shift Z. Now from here, say I want to delete all those blocks. I get rid of this and I execute it again. Boom. Big, massive hole. That's probably my favorite part. And then you press delete to unselect when you have the tool selected. But as you can see, it makes world editing a breeze in the sense that it doesn't take long to make incredible structures and works of art in half the time it would take with Minecraft World Edit, just because of the visualizers and the other expansive aspects they've added. Let me take another sip of water here real quick. So next up, we got the sculpting tools. So this is the tool I use the most here. Good me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good. Yeah, pretty much. That's where that's from. Yes. So I use this tool the most, the selection tool. But if we go over to paintbrushes, there's tools for different things. There's the boulder brush, the forest brush, grass brush, mountain brush, path brush. Why don't we do the lava crack brush? Each brush has a specific purpose and function, and within the brush are a series of settings that you can edit to use the brush however you need. Like for instance, right now the brush is set to the cube setting, so when I place it, let's see here. When I place it, it does that, but it'll shape it in a... Oh, that just added lava. Okay, let's undo that real quick. If it'll undo. Please undo. Please undo. Come on. There we go. So why don't we do something better? I don't want to use lava. Let's use it. So right now it's set to dome. So it's going to place dome-shaped boulders. And you can use this for sculpting the land to your pleasure and make it however you want it to look. You can make huge mountains, or really anything you want. I really like that about this tool. I really do. It lets you sculpt the land to your liking. Now, if we go over here, currently the shape is set to dome. There are a bunch of different shapes to go through here. Let's go cylinder. Now it shapes it like a cylinder, so everything you make is now cylindrically shaped. Let's go pyramid. Now it is pyramid shaped. Sorry to say, okay, sorry to say, are you okay? Oh, no, I'm okay. I'm drinking water, Metin, because as I said in the first Hytale stream, if I don't have liquids while I'm actively talking this much, I get a sore throat. So I am drinking a lot of water. Let's see. Are you okay? You drink? No, I'm perfectly okay. I'm drinking a lot of water for a good reason, to stop the sore throat. Okay. So these tools are really awesome. I like them a lot. There's so much to do with each tool. So many different settings for each tool. There's a lot to get into. I can't get into it all because it would take forever. So why don't we move on to, and here's something I really like. This is probably my favorite setting for building cities and stuff a lot quicker. So let's go over and type in prefab. There is something called the prefab selector and prefab editor and prefab library. A prefab is essentially a saved build and or creation that you manually save to a in-game library. So currently I have one prefab that I spent some time building in my off time. I should drink more water. Oh my gosh. Yeah, also, yeah, definitely. So prefabs, if I go over to creative tools, of which there's a bunch, I'll get to this one soon. This is for making your own in-game movies, videos, and stories. It's called Machinima. There was a whole YouTube channel that pioneered the idea. But if we go over to world and we go to prefab list, so assets, these are all the prefabs that are currently already inbuilt to the game. And you can use any of them and you can build with any of them. These are all the pre-built assets used to make the game worlds. If we go to server, these are the ones you save to the server, and or if you're playing single player, it would still be server, I think is where it would be listed under. This is my prefab here. We're going to be using this one because I think this is the one without the surrounding. Now, as you can see, it gives me a shadow of it, which is really nice. You can rotate it to your pleasure, and you can also press T to see what it looks like prior to placing it, which I really, really like a lot. It's really nice. But then when you rotate, you have to press T again to see it again. But I like it because essentially, consider this. You build a massive structure like a big tower or skyscraper. You save it as a prefab. You can essentially keep cutting and pasting the same tower to make massive cities really fast. See how what I'm doing here? You can just cut and paste stuff really, really quickly. And essentially, this would save a lot of time when making cities, towns, and stuff like that, because you just build the building, copy it, and then paste it in if you want more of the same building. It's very helpful and very useful. So I really like the prefab editor quite a bit. But now that we've gone over the creative system and all that, let me show you the mods I currently have installed on this server that I just wanted to show you. So let me run that inventory clear thing again. There we go. Okay, so I have one mod. It is called Hyguns. It's a firearm mod because why not? I discovered it and I was like, yeah, let's give it a shot. So I'm going to type in rifle. Currently, there aren't many. I also have a second one installed alongside it that adds a couple more. But this is the Hygun mod. It's a pretty cool looking model. They did a really great job. I'm guessing this is modeled after an AK-47 Kalashnikov. You need to, of course, give ammo. So if we type in bullet here, get some ammo. I think it has reload animations. I'm not quite sure, but all you really have to do is click and it starts shooting. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. The creator of this mod specifically, let me take another sip of water here. The creator of this mod specifically stated they intend on using this mod to create experiences from other video games. Their first planned experience is a Counter-Strike experience with Counter-Strike weapons, a Counter-Strike map. Same idea. That's what they intend to use this mod for. I'm looking forward to it because it might be kind of a fun experience, honestly. In my opinion, it could definitely be a really enjoyable experience. Clear inventory again. What? Yeah, exactly. What? Counter-Strike and Minecraft. Yeah. Like I said, let me take another sip here. You can turn this game into absolutely anything you want. The modding capabilities are out of this world. Out of this world. And apparently it's extremely easy to make mods. I think it's easier than Minecraft from what I'm hearing. But yeah, no, I'm excited to see that Counter-Strike experience in the game. It's kind of crazy. But let me show you the rest of the firearms. I think they're listed here under weapons. So I have two firearms, the Hyguns, and then I have another one just called Parabellum mod. It's not as great as the Hyguns mod, but it does seem to have reload animation. So instead of bullets, we have these little backpack icons here, which are actually ammunition for those weapons. Please mail them. I wouldn't be surprised if people ended up making that. because you can actually get modded skins and customization options too. That's a mod. There's a mod for everything, Metin. So I'm going to equip a few of these. I got the ammo there. Let's get a couple of these here. The Parabellum. This one has a reload animation. I think you reload it with arrows though. Some here. I think that might be all of them. I'm not sure if there's just shotgun, but this one's a little less sophisticated in the sense that you shoot, but it doesn't seem to have reload animations. But this one, I need to reload it with arrows apparently. Let's see here. It says, uses arrows. So I'm going to grab this. Oh, wow. Look at that. I just crashed my own server. I just crashed my own server. Oh my goodness. Silly me. Okay, well, we're back, but I think I won't use that because it just killed the server in a second. Why don't we go to the other weapons? Oh my gosh, but yeah. No, I really like what's coming out of the modding community for this game quite a bit, like substantially, just because there's 1,200 mods already. But that's kind of funny. But I am excited to see what other weapons they add to this mod right here. It's an effective thing against mobs too. I mean, look at that. I like it a lot. I really do. What is this? The heck is that? Oh, it's just another abandoned camp. Okay, so there's that mod. And now I'm going to show you the next. Oh, I forgot. There's also frag grenades. This is going to be fun for PvP purposes. PvP frag grenades. I think those are fun. All right, next up, we got the furniture mod. There's, I think, 2 or 3 of them in existence currently. The one I have adds in a good amount of furniture options. They're still learning about the game and its assets. They said on the mod page that they're still learning about the game, its assets, and how to make them. But so far, they've made a good variety of stuff. We have toilets, we have stools, we have I wonder, it's hard to see which is which because they seem to blend in quite well. These aren't part of the game. None of these are part of the game. These are part of the mod. We have sinks, countertops. You know, I think it's pretty neat. I like furniture mods. I really do. They make making buildings and interiors a lot more fun because then you can really get down and dirty with the decorations, which I like a lot, honestly. Call of Duty, yeah, pretty much, definitely. Okay, I also have everyone's favorite mod here. I put this in because I was very curious, and lo and behold, it exists. Let me take another sip of water here. So, this is one I really like. Have you ever heard of the Morph plugin? Essentially, it's identical, but with a user interface instead. Whatever you kill in the game, you get to unlock it as a morphable mob. And all you have to do is press one of these buttons and let's see, let's go with Scorpion. Now you are a Scorpion. I think that's amazing. I really do. I think they intend on adding the aspects and abilities of the mobs themselves too, but with this mod, you can literally turn into anything that you see in the game that is alive. You can turn into it. It's pretty dope. I like being a giant scorpion. It's pretty. I would like to see them implement the abilities of each mob as well, because there is a plugin for Minecraft that lets you do the same thing. But I would like to see that. But this mod lets you turn into literally any creature you come across. All you have to do is defeat the creature and you inherit it, and it goes on this list. Skeleton Archer. I honestly, I love it. I love it. I really, really love morph mods for Minecraft, especially because I like turning into mobs and stuff like that. Let's see. I'm gonna inherit that dude right there. Let's go morph fox. Now we are. Oh my gosh, am I a fox with a gun? Look at that! Oh, that's cursed. Look at that's very silly looking. I'm an armed fox. Okay, I'm gonna take that, but oh my gosh, there's just so much potential with what you can do with this game. But the fact that I can carry guns as a fox, yeah, pretty much. Bro, I'm a fox with a gun. That's crazy. Oh my goodness, I love that a lot. That's so silly. But I really do like the morph mod. So this is something I struggled with here. Morph. I gotta do help. I struggled with this a bit. Unmorphing was a bit of a challenge. Morph. I really struggled with how to unmorph. So hopefully I can remember how I did it last time. Let's see here. Because I actually struggled horribly. Morph. Unmorph. Yeah, I don't remember how I did it. So I think what I can do is just straight up leave the server and rejoin, and it should unapply. I haven't mastered all of the commands perfectly. I really haven't. Some of them I'm having trouble with. So we should just be a player now. Good. See, it got rid of it. A very, very useful way to get away from that morph mod if you don't know how to use the unmorph command, which I don't yet. Know how to properly use it. Let's see what else we got here. So we got that. We got that. Oh, let me show you some of the plugins as well. What's this? Animals. They how to hold weapon. Yeah, pretty much. So now let me show you what I meant about the ease of use with plugins and server management and administrative control over servers. So let's do help here. Oh, I also want to show you some of the plugins for multiplayer as well. I showed you the mod side of plugins that adds in new items and stuff. Now I'm going to show you the plugin side of things for server specific things. So the first one is simple claims. So if you've ever played on a Minecraft server, sometimes they have a claim system in that server where that lets you essentially click on areas. In this sense, you can click on these areas and you can claim them for yourself. It's really easy, easier than Minecraft. All you have to do is claim it. Each of these is an individual chunk. You click it to claim it, and now that you've claimed it, it shows up directly on everybody's mini-map as a claimed chunk within the server. The visuals are what I really appreciate. Now you can easily see claims everywhere in any server using this, and I really like that. It's a lot easier. There's a whole admin system behind it. You can make admin claims, stuff like that. There's also spawn protection you can use for the this claim system as well. Now let me show you the my favorite thing. The admin UI system I installed. It's just called admin UI. Very great because it gives you an entire visual UI. As I said previously, there's literally a UI for practically everything. But this lets you essentially monitor practically everything. Warps, players, whitelists, mutes, bans, and stuff like that. You can also make warps. You can make warps too with it. But let's just say this game excels at making plugin management, permission making and stuff like that substantially easier. I can't stress that enough. As coming from someone who has tinkered with Minecraft servers over the years, let me just say, writing permissions is a little tricky if you've never done it before. Eventually you get used to it. It all depends on the program you're using, but writing permissions as it is a little bit tricky to learn, but once you get it down, it's easy. So if I think I go to here, I have a permission system as well. I think this lets you directly access the permission system. No. Oh my gosh. There's, like I said, let me see here. Permission. There is a UI for it. Permission. Which one is it? My perms. I think that's yeah, there is UI for my perms. This is where I can literally go in game and make the permission system and visually see what I'm doing versus typing it on a text document. It's great. So this is the user system here. That's the main player base. All I do is go click on permissions, and all I have to do is pull the permission node from the mod page or plugin page where it lists it. All I have to do is type it in here and add it, and it adds it to that specific person. You can also go in here and edit suffixes, prefixes, and customize names with colors and stuff like that. It's amazing. Really, I can't stress enough how much easier it is to manage a server when you have a lot of visual UI elements versus editing text documents and working off of commands alone. It's just so much easier, and it takes a lot of the stress out of doing all of it away when you can just, instead of having to manually go in and type all the permissions in by hand, all you have to do is run that permission command and you can do it all visually here instead, which is amazing. I know how to do both. I can manually write permissions. I've done it plenty over the years. So I know how that works. I'm really good at it. I like writing permissions. It's not that hard when you learn how to write permissions and the formatting involved, it's a piece of cake. I've done it before a lot in the past actually. So I know how to do that, but now that all I have to do is open up that UI menu and I can just straight up write the permission visually without having to type. Oh, it's a big relief. It really is a massive relief. So let's see what else we got here. Oh, I also want to show you something I discovered. I discovered something interesting and I'm very excited to see what players do with it. So if you've ever played those old games, there's different types of perspectives in video games. There is the top-down view, which is literally you in the sky looking top-down at your character. There is the side scroller view where you only see a side slice of the entire world. And then I think those are the only two. And I discovered this recently, actually. Let's see here. Ops only saw now. You message man. Anyways, no, never played. Oh, my bad. You're talking to him. Okay. So I discovered this recently. If I go to camera Let's see, player camera. I think it's one of these right there. See that? Player camera. I discovered this recently. So let me take a sip here. Yes, my character's an elf because like I say, I'm a big fan of RPGs. And when I used to play Skyrim and Morrowind a lot, I would choose dark elves. I would always be a dark elf. I love dark elves from those games. They're my favorite race, the dark elves. But I couldn't quite find the correct skin color to represent a Skyrim Morrowind dark elf, so I just went with the regular skin tone here. But yeah, I kind of like elves because I played those games. So as I was saying, right here, I discovered this yesterday. Try it one day. Oh, you're talking to him. I'm getting confused. So see this? We have top down, side scroller. Those are the two perspectives. So let's go camera, player camera. This blew my mind actually. So considering the mod support of this game, the tools you have, what do you think people could do with access to a tool that transforms the entire experience into a top-down experience? It's the game, but now it's permanently a fixed top-down perspective. I thought that was incredible, like genuinely incredible, because now you can build your entire world, but from a top-down perspective and turn it into a top-down gaming experience instead. I can't wait to see what people do with that. Genuinely, I think it's crazy. Let's see here. I'm going to reset that real quick. Top-down camera, reset. One question, is all elf skins... Actually, yeah, I'll show you character creation at the very end, because with the first update, they also added in new creation options for your characters. I will show you that shortly. So that's that top-down. The next experience, which I like top-down a lot, but I thought side-scroller was pretty neat. So have any of you played Terraria? Terraria is a side scroller. You only see a flat slice of a world. That's what a side scroller is. Well, that's also in this side scroller. So now you are locked in a permanent side scrolling perspective and can only go left and right. So you can essentially, in this sense, build a 2D side scroller world with a single slice of blocks one by one in both left and right directions, and that's it. I thought that was crazy. So not only can you do top-down gaming, but you can do side-scrolling gaming too, which is already incredible that you can do both experiences, which only opens up more possibilities for what you can create in this game. So now I'm gonna go and reset that. Bro, this game just has so much. Finally, I'm gonna show you the Machinima tools, and then we can go end it with the character creation tool that they updated. So let's go to creative. I am still tinkering with the Machinima tools. And by that, I mean they are rather complicated because this is a new sort of thing for me. It's called the Machinima editor. I am still learning it. I genuinely, it's complex. So this is the camera where you can use it. They have a guide legend, which has several pages that can teach you all about how to work with it. But essentially, this tool is used to create your own original stories, animations, movies, if you'd like, using all in-game characters, assets, blocks, everything. And you can animate each part of the character manually. The system uses something called keyframing, which is also something used in certain other types of movie animation. What it do editor. Which one are you talking about? Are you talking about the prefab editor? Which one are you talking about? You say, what it do editor, character editor? Which one are you talking about? I'm still learning about the Machinima system, honestly. I am. There's a lot to learn there. I'll master it, I'm sure. Let me fix this. Midday. There we go. Editor does. Which editor? There's the character editor, the editor for Machinima. Are you talking about the Machinima editor or editor? Yeah, editor for characters. There's a character editor and stuff like that. So I don't know much about this. I really don't. I'm still mastering it, but you can use everything in the game at your disposal to make your own original animations, movies, etc. So editor now. I'm going to go I think what you're referencing is the character editor that I was speaking about earlier. They added a couple updates to the character avatar editor. So let me take another sip of water here. The first update being, and it's only a couple minor updates. They didn't go too in depth with the updates. So the first update that is big for me, they added a few new eye types. There's medium, large, balanced, almond, square. These are the new ones. We have reptile, feline, demonic, and goat. I like feline because I like cats, but there's also demonic and reptile and goat. But I went with feline because I like cats. But I thought it was really cool that they added in these new mythical eye types that you can also modify the color of. Like, really, I like it. I like it because I like cats. The next thing they added, I think, was also additional mouths. So if we go over to, where is it here? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's right here, underbody. They added, I think, one more mouth, which is not much, but you know, these were the ones that came with the game. Or maybe this one's new, but this is the new one they added, the tiny mouth. So there's that. I think they also possibly added in more skin tones as well. I'm not sure if they added in more clothing options. I think they also modified the hair options. So if you look here, there's a lot of accessories inside some of these hair options. I think those accessories are new and they seem to have modified the look of them because now some of them have various accessories alongside the hairstyle itself, which I think is also pretty cool because I'm seeing more accessories in some of the hairstyles that I think weren't there before. So that's neat. That's neat. Let me discard this real quick. And I think that might be all. Outside of quality of life improvements, bug fixes. Oh, silly me. Silly me. I did actually want to show you, because this is, we're talking about update 1, so I might as well show you. We can always find it in our main game world, but in this sense, I'm just going to straight up show you it in my creative server. So I could just show you the update. I want to show you the update. Update number 1. For me, I was in the area where the update applied. There was nothing there. Now, when I go back, it's completely populated with NPC creatures. So to get there, all we have to do is, let's turn on our flight speed here. And all we have to do is first look for the burned ashlands, which is, we got a little ashland island over here. Also keep in mind, this game has a lot of points of interest in places to explore, mysteries, dungeons, enemies, bosses. I like that a lot. I really do, because that also plays into my RPG interest. This is the burned ashlands, which also has interesting points of interest. It's lava-y, obsidian-y. It's quite burned as well. Sometimes you'll get lucky and find an actual volcano that you can go straight down the center of to find loot and gold if you're lucky enough. But this is the ashlands. This is a small ashland island, it would seem. But what's cool is what's in these lands. Oh, there it is right there. It just happens to be below, but I don't see, usually you would access it via lava tunnel or just directly going down a volcano center, but I don't see any access point here. So why don't we just no clip down instead? So this is what they added. This is my favorite aspect of the entire game so far. The gigantic underground subterranean glow forests. This was empty last time. Update 1 populated it with petrodactyls, dinosaurs, T-Rexes. Oh my goodness. But I cannot get enough of how absolutely gorgeous this underground section of the game is. Not only is this subterranean cavern massive, but it's got these beautiful looking glowing trees that I just adore. Also, there is going to be a new NPC race down here soon. There are sometimes occasionally abandoned structures all around. In this case, it seems like there's only one in this small area. There is going to be a new race called the Slothians. They are a sloth race that live down in these subterranean caverns. This is also where you can find the dinosaurs as well. There's a T-Rex right there. They're not huge, but they're also just T-Rexes. I think the dinosaurs are pretty cool down here. It makes sense, dinosaurs being underground, honestly. It makes a lot of sense in my head. But I do like, because when I was here the first time, when I discovered it 2 nights ago, it was empty. And then update 1 hits, and now it's full of life with a bunch of creatures. Oh, that's a cute looking creature. It's got a beak. But yeah, no, I like that there's life here now. When there wasn't when I first found it, and then I come back the next day and boom, update adds life. My gosh, I love that so much. These caverns, though, range in size from massive to small. So this one's pretty small, but they can get rather large, too. It all depends on if you get lucky with your world generation. There's also underwater stuff, whales, stuff like that. The underwater sections are not as populated as, say, those caverns or above ground. I'm hoping they update that. But so far, there are sharks, fish, and these semi-big whale creatures, which I'd like to say will be coming much bigger in a soon-to-be planned another area. It's basically the Aether mod. It's a sky world. It's the next zone of the game that they'll add in the future. It's a giant floating sky world, and the whale you saw there will also be flying around in the sky world, but it will be much, much larger. So there isn't much in the underwater zones at the moment. I'd like to see that change though, but I am looking forward to the flying sky zone. There's also pirate ships, abandoned pirate ships, which is also pretty cool. Okay, and we got a bunch of points of interest. This game has a plethora of points of interest. It took me 2 days to see most of all the points of interest, but when you pick up the game for the first time, odds are it will take you significantly longer to see every single point of interest that exists if you don't already explore it in creative mode. But there's quite a few of them, I'd say about maybe more than 35, 50 or more. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know the exact count, but there's a lot to look for. It just gets better and better as you go. And then there's the fact that there's massive dungeons. If we can find one here, it's a crypt. The biggest dungeon I've come across so far is the crypt dungeon, which you can enter by finding a cemetery. And then once you go into that cemetery, you head down into the main crypt room and you just start exploring a vast network of tunnels and stuff like that with bones. It's a huge crypt, underground crypt. It's awesome. So that's the major dungeon I've discovered. There's also, I think, lava dungeons as well. There's going to be more dungeons, I'm sure of it. But so far, that's probably my favorite dungeon experience. Oh, I think this could be the crypt. Oh no, this is goblin. This is a goblin dungeon. These are the goblins. They like explosions and gold. But this is their dungeon. This is the goblin dungeon. I'm not sure how big it is. But yeah, no, this game has an excessive amount of things to discover, explore, and fight. I really like it. It's only been 5 days since release, but they've already added so much. Like, just on day one, there was already a significant amount of content already existing in the game. Yeah, there's a lot of placeholders. The story has not been implemented, and there's a lot of missing NPCs, functionality, and stuff like that. But what they had on day one of launch was already most of this. Most of all of this was already here on launch day, which is pretty incredible, in my opinion. And it's only going to get better as updates keep coming out. Hopefully they come out just as quick as this first one did, but by golly, I am super excited to see just what people do with this game. The potentials are pretty much infinite with this game at this point. Holy cow, I really like this game. But let's see here. We could end it in 3 more minutes. Let's see, what else do I want to cover here? I packed enough water this time. Oh yeah, ice biome. Ice biome's pretty cool. If you find a big enough one, usually the ice biomes, not only that, but they're similar to Antarctica. So if we go over this way, in reality, if you visit the Arctic, there's something called ice shelves. They're basically massive icebergs. And this reminded me of ice shelves, those giant, massive icebergs. This is what this reminded me of. Another point of interest over here. What was that? Oh, what is this? Oh, it's probably, oh, you know, that could actually, I'm not sure what that is, but it looks like just another dungeon. Oh, wow. Hello. Okay, I didn't know this was here. Cool. I haven't seen that yet. See what I mean? I didn't know this was a thing. I thought the Forgotten Temple, like, access area was in that main spawn area, but no. It seemed, oh, wait, no, wait, what? Oh, wait a minute. There's multiple access points for it. Interesting. Yeah, no, there's a lot of stuff to discover in this game, but I was going to go over here. I want to show you the aspect I like. There's floating ice. There's floating ice in the frozen biomes, which is very much like reality with the floating ice shelves and stuff like that, and in the Arctic. And alongside the Arctic biome are Arctic species, penguins, polar bears, stuff like that. Sometimes you'll even find an Arctic fox or an Arctic wolf if you're unlucky enough to. But I really like the Arctic biome. I can't stress that enough. It's gorgeous. Then we have a bigger point of interest in the burned area. That would be this huge, I think this is an entirely abandoned area. There's a bunch of abandoned, almost castle-like places. Oh, there's a skeleton horse. Neat. But yeah, no, there's bigger points of interest that are about this size or even larger. In this sense, since we're in the burned area, this seems to be an entirely burned down castle place. Let's see. I want to go to the desert next because the desert has another species that I think was either recently added or already existing. They are called the Fen tribe. They're called that because they are essentially Fennec people. They're Fennec fox people. They're a fox tribe, and they live exclusively in the desert biome. I like them a lot. I like their armor. I like the design of their camp. I like them. I can't stress that enough. I like Fennec foxes. I'm a big fan of that animal. I have a couple favorite animals in this world, but I like Fennec foxes the most. Another point of interest. This is a skeleton dungeon of sorts. It's not really a dungeon, but it's more like a skeleton keep or something like that. There's a lot to see in this game. Let's see if we can find the desert. It shouldn't be too difficult. You just have to fly in one direction and eventually you'll come across it. Not that hard, honestly. Especially since we got the speed enabled. I'm gonna turn it up a bit more here. There we go. Let's see how long it takes. It shouldn't take too long. Just like Minecraft, the world infinitely generates, as far as I know. I think there might be an end. I'm not quite sure. What is this? Oh, this is new. This doesn't look like the burn biome. I don't know what biome this is. Oh, maybe it's just more burned. Where is the desert? I think that's it over there. Or maybe not. Yo, there's just, it's hard to see everything because there's so much content already that to see it all is difficult if you don't already go into creative to explore it yourself. Let's see if we get lucky and find that desert biome. These biomes are large, vast, and complex. Also, Arctic biome tends to have these abandoned Viking village-like things. Another neat, there's so many neat things about this game, genuinely. I've never seen this before. Oh my gosh, okay, that's new. There's a lot of, I'm kind of hoping I don't stop saying stuff I've never seen. That's probably the best thing for me is that I'm still discovering things I have yet to know even existed. Which to me is incredible. Oh, I think it might be this way, actually. I see it right over here. No, you know, at this point, we reached 2 hours and 30 minutes. I might end it here, but there is a desert biome where you can find the Fennec Fox race of people. They are semi-hostile, as far as I know. If you attack them, they'll attack back, but I think other than that, they might run away from you too, from what I've seen. But with that being said, this has been a big deep dive into Hytale, the modding capabilities, modding discussion, creative tools, server usage tools, all of that. Oh yeah, I should mention that depending on how much memory you have on your server, you can actually accidentally overload your server. See there, it says memory critical. What's cool is the service I rented my server from, they implemented a mod into all rented servers that essentially in real time mod. Oh, hey, we found the desert. So maybe we can find the Fennec people. Oh, there's tar pits. Tar pits, really interesting, the tar pits. I think it's just muddy water right now. Fennec people, where are they at? I would love to show you them. They're really interesting tribes. Yeah. This game has way too much in it. And I mean that in a good way, honestly. I mean that in a very positive way, because that just means the odds of finishing and seeing everything without creative mode are very far between, and it would take a while. Well, yeah, sometimes it's difficult to locate them. It's all randomized. I don't think we'll get lucky this time around, but I do like seeing their little villages. It's very interesting, the design. It really is. So, okay, I'll end it here. This has been a very enjoyable live stream for me. Let me quickly crack open this other seltzer real fast so I can hydrate before I say my last goodbyes here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, with that being said, everyone, this has been our second Hytale live stream. I really do hope you enjoyed yourself. We got to look into a lot today. We discussed the modding capabilities of Hytale. We played a little bit more of my personal survival world. Then we hopped onto my server and I showed off plugins, mods, the fact that admin tools now have dedicated UI systems, which I am personally a big fan of. I also discussed the fact that you don't need to install the mods yourself. All you have to do is join someone's Hytale server and it automatically acquires and installs all the mods on that server. Unlike Minecraft, which as far as I'm aware currently, you need to acquire all that stuff yourself beforehand if you are even, just so you can join. Without the mods pre-existing in Minecraft, you can't join. That's different in this, and I like that a lot. We also went over the cave systems, the update for #1 that added in dinosaurs in the underground cave biomes, which are personally my favorite biome so far. We also discussed the changes to the avatar system, including the new eyes they added, the hair modifications, as far as I think that might be part of it. They also added quality of life improvements, and a bunch of other nice little fixes here and there. Considering it's only been, I think, 5 days or so far, and update 1 already came out, adding in more creatures and stuff like that, I have hopes that it can only go up from here. I'm very hopeful. I'm very hopeful. Launch day had 200 million concurrent players on day 1, 500,000 on Twitch viewing live streams. So I am very hopeful for this game's success and future. So with that being said, everyone, I would very much like to quickly shout out those that stopped by today's live stream. That includes, well, I think it's only 2 people right now. No, actually 3. So first we got our concurrent viewer who's here almost pretty much all the time. Thank you so much, Metin, for stopping by these live streams and showing your support. I really appreciate it. Then we have my wonderful moderator here, Dan IRL. Thank you so much for dropping in and stopping by. And then we had a quick A quick little cameo appearance from A Guy That Lives. Thank you so much for stopping by, A Guy. Like I said, every day is different. Take it day by day. No 2 days are the same. And I think those are the three of you. You, Metin, you, A Guy, and Dan. So with that being said, everyone, this has been Hytale. I will see you in the next Hytale live stream as soon as I can. I have a whole schedule written up for it. Take very good care of your mental health, everyone. As always, I can't stress that enough. So with that being said, have a good rest of your day, evening, or night, or wherever you are in the world. And I will see you in the very next live stream. Bye-bye!